And we say good evening to you from Tinora High School, Justin F. Caressel Stadium, week number 5 of the high school football season here on DCTV Sports. It's a county rivalry game, and it's a big Green Meadows Conference game tonight as the Rams host the Fairview Apaches. Good evening, I'm Josh Bush alongside the coach, Chris Dales. Good to see you.
Oh, great pleasure to be here. What a wonderful night for high school football.
I'll tell you what, we stayed dry up here in the press box. A little bit of rain pre-game. They were out warming up. Jersey's going to be a little soggy, but sun is out now. We got a beautiful night for high school football.
Yeah, thank God I'm up here tonight because there's two things that I hated when coaching, and that was some wet shoes and some wet underpants. So it's nice being up here where it's dry and we can enjoy a great high school football game.
Well, Chris, we were just talking before we went on the air. Obviously, last week was the opening week of league play for the Green Meadows Conference. For both of these teams picking up the win in that first conference game. That's kind of a checkbox on, those goals that you set every year. League title, those things that you look at. Got another tough one here tonight for both of these teams. Yeah,
100% correct there. Spending all the years coaching in Ayersville, if you contend for a league title, you're going to be in the hunt for the playoffs. And so that's exactly what these two teams came out and did last week. They were 1-0 in the league now, going into week number 2 of the GMC play. And it was a huge critical game. A lot of things obviously at stake here. First place in the league, and also a lot of computer points at stake. So it should be a great high school football game tonight.
Our pregame show tonight, courtesy of Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street, Defiance. Earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Visit them online at drivebobestil.com. The 52nd meeting between these two teams. Fairview has the overall lead 28-23, but Tinora has won 3 consecutive meetings between these two teams. One of the things that stood out to me, though, the last 5, the average margin of victory, 35.6 points. You have to go back to 2017 for the last one-score team between these two teams. A Fairview win 28-22. But these are two teams that have gone through a little bit of rebuilding, getting those classes in that have the athletes and finding their footing. I think both these teams are on the right path to get to that next level.
Yeah, without a doubt. You got two teams with great tradition, different coaching staffs. I think that's a big thing. 2 different styles of play. One who's really throwing the ball, obviously a lot with Fairview, and Tinora more of the ground game, and they're still putting up lots of points. And there were years where Tinora would put up as many points on the ground as Fairview would, from the air. So it's really, really neat to see the different styles of play that you're going to see tonight and see how the kids go out and execute.
Well, our Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show is going to roll on. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll start to break down these two teams, and we'll get you set for the matchup tonight. Fairview and Tinora right here on DCTV Sports. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestil.com. Welcome back to Justin F. Caressel Stadium on week number 5 of the high school football season. Tinora and Fairview, our matchup tonight here on DCTV Sports. Good to have you along as we roll on with our Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show. As we will start to break down these two teams, let's start with the visitors here tonight, the Fairview Apaches. They come in with a record of 3-1. 1-0 in the Green Meadows Conference for head coach Doug Rakes, who's in his second stint here with the Fairview Apaches, a career record of 52-44, his 10th season overall with Fairview, coming in with wins over Wauseon, Bryan, and Ayersville. The Week 2 loss to Delta, and that non-league schedule, those first 3 teams, Chris, what stands out to me, a combined record of 1-11. So, yeah, they're getting good wins there, but you kind of get into league play now and you say, how well were they tested in those first 3 weeks? And kind of gut check time, if you will. Hey, things are going to get a little tougher in the league.
Yeah, well, definitely, here's what I will say. They are playing 3 NWOAL teams, and I think that's huge. I think it's a good test to see where you're at. They did obviously quite well in their first 3 weeks, so that should show them and propel them. They're going to do quite well in the GMC, and so far that's what you've seen. And Delta's a really good team. They're supposedly surprising people this year, but I knew they were going to be good. They have a great younger class coming through right now. Of course, Coach Vickers is back, so Doug should feel really happy where he is and just continue to get better each week.
Well, for Coach Rakes, led by their junior quarterback, William Zedike, who has had a very, very solid start to the season. Not only throwing the ball, he's a running threat as well, that dual threat quarterback, but over 1,100 yards passing already through 4 weeks, 12 touchdowns. His completions are over 12 yards a completion. That's a big, solid number and especially it's credit to some of those athletes on the outside. You were talking before that sophomore class of receivers and different talented skill position. You got a lot of talent on this football team, but it all starts with that quarterback.
No, 100%. And with the type of offense that they run, what makes it so hard to defend is that he is a dual threat. There were years when we would play Fairview and all the quarterback would do would just throw it, like Ryan Ratcliffe. We knew he was going to throw 100% of the time. But with the Zedike, we know that now he could possibly run it. So you have to have a little bit of different mindset and a little bit different strategy, not only to stop the pass, but also have a spy on the quarterback and make sure that you know where he is at all times.
And then you throw in Gavin Garza, sophomore running back in the backfield. Not a ton of carries, but he's got 68 yards and a touchdown on 16 touches. Kellen Beals is going to get some touches back there. He's got 6 carries, but Zedike, 37 rushes. This is a team, and it's not just scrambling and getting out there. These are some design runs for the quarterback. You're throwing that running back in there. That is, from a coaching standpoint, Chris, you on that defensive side, it's not a one
dimension.
Yeah, it's not one dimension that you're looking at. You have to be able to know, hey, they can throw a running play in there and catch you off guard.
Definitely. They're going to keep you on your toes, and the thing is, you got to prepare for it. During the week, it's not like, they're just going to throw the ball. You can go out and play pass coverage and throw blitzes off, from wherever. Here, you got to prepare now for, to stop the running game, see what type of, blocking that they're doing up front, make sure that you got enough guys in the box to stop the run game. And that's the thing. It's a numbers game. If you don't have at least 6 guys in the box, they're probably going to be pretty successful running the ball, and that's what it comes down to. And I'm sure that's what Coach Rakes is going to look at is, what is Tinora doing? How many guys they got in the box? How many guys are they dropping? So that's what it's going to come down to. And kudos to Fairview to expanding that, that wide open spread offense.
5 guys up front, 4 seniors and a junior on that line. Have obviously given Zedike plenty of time to throw the ball. They've given him the opportunity to run the ball, both of those sides of the football. But it all starts with the protection up front and what they're able to do. It's an experienced group of good-sized athletic guys.
It definitely so, and that's one of the first things I looked at, when you had the depth chart. Yeah, we know that there's some younger kids, some sophomores and some juniors that are really talented, but the first thing I saw was, you got 4 seniors on the offensive line. That's just something that you cannot, replace. So that's where definitely the heart and soul of this offense is, because they got to keep, the quarterback protected. They got to create the holes when they do run the ball. So I think that's going to be the key to their success this year is the offensive line.
I'll flip it over defensively. They're holding teams to 15 points a game, under 300 yards a game. The pass defense, only 147 yards of passing allowed through 4 weeks. Defense, you got to have something to go with it. You can't just get into a shootout every week. Defense is playing exceptionally well right now, too.
Yeah, definitely. And they play what's called a 3-4 defense, and they do a lot of variety of different things with that. And it gives you the versatility to bring somebody up for the run game and to drop 8 guys into pass coverage. But what's going to be interesting is their one loss was to Delta, and Delta put up 35 points. And we all know that Delta's probably only going to throw the ball maybe 8 times a game, if you're lucky, 10 times. So it's going to be a good matchup tonight. We're going to see what they're made of in stopping Tenora's running game.
Well, we'll take another time out on our Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show. When we come back, we'll get you the Tinora Rams. We'll break down that a little bit. We'll set you up with our starting lineups, keys to the game, national anthem, and more. Week number 5 of the high school football season. Tinora and Fairview. Back with more after this on DCTV Sports. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestill.com. Welcome back to Tinora High School. It's week 5 of the high school football season. Tinora and Fairview in a Green Meadows Conference showdown tonight as our Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show rolls on. The Rams come in with a record of 1-3, 1-0 in the Green Meadows Conference for second-year head coach Eric Becker, who comes in at 7-4. And wins, their lone win so far in the season last week over Hicksville, 37-13, but a very, very front-loaded schedule. Those 3 losses: Liberty Center, Archbold, Otsego. That's 3 really, really tough opponents in your non-league schedule. The 1-3 record, obviously not what you want to see, but you're gonna find out real quick what this team looks like and what they're made of early on in the season with that non-league schedule.
I tell you what, by far they have had the toughest non-league schedule in the whole entire GMC, bar none. Liberty Center, state championship game last year. They're playing at that caliber already. At this point in the season, Otsego's a very good team, and we know Archbold's got a great history there too. So definitely their non-league schedule is going to prepare them for the GMC. Their record is deceiving. You do not look at 1-3. You look at who they played, how tough did they play, were they competing with them, were they able to, stop them offensively, do well, with them running the ball, passing the ball. So those are things that you look at. The record is definitely deceiving, and we'll see what they're made of.
Well, they've kind of switched things up offensively coming into this last week, moving quarterback Dominic Graziani out to a running back spot. And talking to Coach Becker, he's that athlete that you want to be able to use him as many ways as you possibly can. Get him out from under center and move him around and let him be the athlete that he is. Great move.
You have to find ways to get your athletes the ball, and one way of doing that is just putting them all over the field. And that what that does is that creates problems in matchups, on the defensive side for Fairview. Where's he at? Are we going to double cover him? Who's going to cover him? Is it going to be a corner? Is it going to be a linebacker? And I'm sure that Coach Becker will see what they're doing, and they're going to try to get him the ball often and early and try to make some big plays for him.
Well, and in his, his replacement, I don't want to say replacement, that's not really the right word, but Owen Farrell was put into that quarterback slot. Not a bad first start last week, 15-26, 185 yards and a pair of touchdowns.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure they sat down with him and said, hey, we just want you to manage a game. Don't do too much. Stay within yourself. Make sure you get clean handoffs. Make sure you get clean reads on the passing game. If you don't like something, keep it, tuck it. Don't throw it into coverage. We got to really limit our turnovers. And I'm sure as the season goes on, he's going to get better and better. And with him getting better and better, his confidence level is going to grow. And you're going to see some really good things with him. And we all know that play action is a huge part of Tenora's offense, and it's only going to build once he gets that confidence going.
Defensively, if you take out that Liberty Center game in week number 1, just 14 points a game between Otsego, Archbold, and Hicksville. Defensively, seeing some pretty nice things on that side of the football.
A great tradition defensively. For 18 years, going against these guys, I was always worried about their defense, and here's why. It's one word. Physical. They are an extremely physical team. They will get after you. They are going to smack you in the mouth, and they tackle well, and they're very, very sound. You hardly ever see Tinora give up big plays. They keep everything in front of them. You come up, they make the tackle, and they make you drive the field, hoping that you make a mistake and they get a turnover.
We'll see what the matchup looks like here tonight. Again, 52nd meeting between these two teams. Last year, Tinora won 42-14 with 376 yards on the ground. Obviously, you know what they're going to do there. But as we're getting set now for our national anthem, courtesy of the Defiance County Veterans Office. The Defiance County Veterans Office, proud to support local veterans and their families and connect them with the resources available to them. Our national anthem with the Tinora High School Marching Band. Great job. As always, our national anthem, courtesy of the Defiance County Veterans Office. Proud to support local veterans and their families and connect them with the resources available to them. Well, let's take a look at some keys to the game tonight, courtesy of Northwest State Community College. Northwest State Community College is your key to a great career opportunities, and it all begins with a great education at Northwest State. Visit them online at northweststate.edu today. Well, let's take a look at some keys for the visitors tonight, the Fairview Apaches. And a couple of things here I think are important. Establishing the run, tackling in space, and figuring out where Dominic Graziani is. What do you think, Coach?
Yeah, it definitely. They got a lot of things on their mind, and I'm sure that they've had a great week of preparation, and they've watched a lot of film, and they got their scouting reports out, and they studied him really well. They just got to be sound fundamentally, see what Tinora is doing and make the adjustments from there. But they definitely got their hands full tonight.
For the home team and the Tinora Rands, the Northwest State keys to the game. Limiting the big plays, I think, is a huge one for this defense. Obviously, you want to do what you can to create pressure on quarterback William Zedek, and I think one of the biggest things for them tonight, time of possession.
Yeah, definitely.
If you can keep that Fairview offense off the field, it's going to kind of eliminate some of those big play opportunities and give your offense more time to work. Yeah,
to go along with that, if they can put Fairview in third down in 10, 12, 15, that's definitely going to play to their advantage. So they're a throwing team, yeah, but it makes things difficult, and you can get underneath those deeper routes a lot easier knowing the situation. If Fairview's third down in 3 to 5, okay, they're going to run it, they're going to pass it, they're going to run a quick screen. So many things in their arsenal they can do. So I think it's going to be huge for Tinora. Get them in third and long.
Our keys to the game are courtesy of Northwest State Community College. Your key to great career opportunities begins with a great education at Northwest State. Online at northweststate.edu or call 419-267-1320 today. Well, as we get set for the opening kickoff here tonight, Tinora won the opening toss, deferred, and Fairview wants the football.
Yeah.
Are you surprised?
You got no choice. You're going to take that ball, and you're going to see what we can do here.
And so we'll get our first look at the Fairview offense. Let's get you the starting lineups for tonight. Our starting lineups are courtesy of Baker Schindler Company, proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding at baker-schindler.com. For Fairview offense tonight, they'll be led by that junior quarterback, William Zedek. He comes in with a little over 1,100 yards passing, and he's got a multitude of guys to look at. Gavin Mead, Logan Olinger, Jesse Coleman, Brody Williams are the wideouts. Gavin Garza will be the running back, and then up front, a junior at center in Jackson Brady, and then 4 seniors. The guards are Lucas Bonar and John Yeagle, and the tackles are Cash King and Austin Gates. For the Tinora defense, they're going to go with a 4-3 defense. Up front, Alex Homeyer, Hunter Bosselman, Carter Radzik, and Cooper Farrell. And then behind them, some really solid set of linebackers, Josh Lieb, Alex Schaublin, and Trenton DeLarber. And I think one of the big strengths of this Tinora defense is that secondary. Some really good athletes back there, Jacob Bishop and Dylan Schoffel at the corners, Dominic Graziani and Mason McQuillan at the safety spots. They're going to have their work cut out here tonight.
Here's what I see. Their secondary is senior, junior, going against the younger Fairview receivers. So that's got to be huge in this game. Those seniors got to step it up and get it done.
Our starting lineups are courtesy of Baker Schindler Company. Find them online at baker-schindler.com. Tenora's got it teed up, and we are getting set for week number 5 of high school football. It's a high end-over-end kick. It'll be taken at about the 5-yard line. And this is Gavin Mead with it. He'll be wrapped up and knocked down inside the 10. Nice open field tackle there by the Rams. That was Alex Homeyer getting down there.
Excellent coverage. Tinora stayed in their lanes really well and put Fairview deep in their territory.
Our in-game scoreboards tonight, courtesy of Marco's Pizza. 9 locations in Northwest Ohio. Wishing all area athletes good luck this season. Order online at marcos.com. So it'll be first down and 10. For the Apaches, I believe the ball spotted right at the 10-yard line. So, as expected, a shotgun set here for Zedek. He'll have Garza to his left in the backfield. looking to throw. Still time, going down the right side. He's got a wide open Ullinger, and he's gonna pick up a nice gain out near the 35-yard line. Buying time, that offensive line up front.
Yep, excellent job. Fairview went with the 3-by-1 set. They ran a guy to the flat, they ran a guy deep, and they ran a guy on what we call a corner route, and he was wide open. Tenora's got to do a better job of covering that.
Little tempo here for the Fairview offense. 3 to the right. Now motion as Garza will come to the left, and we've got a whistle and a penalty marker. It's going to be a false start against Fairview, so looked like maybe the center moved a little bit.
I think he might have moved the ball, is what it looks like. You don't see that too often because they usually allow them to he must have picked it up off the ground is what he must have did because they usually allow him to spin it.
So that'll push him back to the 30-yard line. 1st and 15 now. A quick hitter on the left side, inside slant. And that is complete to Gavin Garza, the running back, and he'll have what's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, Fairview went to no back, and they all just ran stops. And Zedek just picked the open guy, and he hit him. Nice catch.
Gained 15. First down at 10 now at the 45-yard line. Opening quarter here from Tinora High School. Good to have you along on DCTV Sports. 2 backs now in the backfield. High snap, but it'll be handled by Zedek, and this is a design run off the right side. It'll be chased out of bounds on that far sideline. Nice job there that time by the Tinora defense, kind of stretching that out and limiting the space.
Allow people to pursue to the football. I think Fairview kind of tipped their hat a little bit. 2 backs in the backfield, just an outside sweep for Zedek, and great play for the Tinora Rams on defense. Great pursuit. 2nd down and 8.
2nd down. Be Garza to the left of Zedek. 2 receivers on either side. Now motion coming. That's John Huffman to his left. And now Zedek will roll. He's got pressure in the backfield. He's going to be sacked. Pair of Rams back there.
You got to give credit to Tinora. They had great coverage in the secondary, not allowing him to throw the ball. The pressure came from the backside as Fairview rolled out to their left, and they got to him, putting him in 3rd down and long, and this is where you want Tinora to be.
Cooper Farrell, Carter Radzik back there to make the stop, and you're right, a long 3rd and 17 now back at the 38-yard line. And they'll empty the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Zedek will look, survey the defense, back to pass. All kinds of time looking down low, and the ball kind of wobbling up, and it's going to be hauled in down at the 30-yard line. Brody Williams, the sophomore receiver, just his 12th reception on the season, but that's a big one right there for the Fairview offense.
You call that a jump ball. You got to go up and knock that down if you're Tinora. That ball was in the air for an hour. We definitely got to go up and try to make a play on the ball. Great play by Fairview, though.
It'll take him all the way down to the Tinora 28-yard line. 1st down and 10. Shotgun again, empty backfield, and Zedek will just tuck it under and go, and he'll be hit and dropped after a short game. Good job by Trenton DeLarber, the senior linebacker, coming up and putting that final stop on Zedek.
Yeah, that was a no-back set by Fairview, and that was a called quarterback draw. And the reason why I could tell is because you got the linemen that were on to the 2nd-level linebackers right away. So that was definitely a called quarterback draw.
Looks like maybe a helmet came off or something, or an injury. Alex Homeyer going off to the Tinora sideline. So 2nd down and 7, gain of 3 now at the 25-yard line. It'll be Garza with it up the middle. He'll be hit and drove backwards. DeLarber in there again, and these linebackers from Tinora doing what they need to do up there in the middle.
Yeah, definitely a 2-back set there. Little ISO for the running back. Looks like now Fairview's going to 5 wide again.
And in tempo here, Zedek back to pass. Pocket collapses out to his right. He's looking down to the end zone. It'll be over the head and incomplete. He was looking for John Huffman. Great coverage there by the secondary, though, step for step with Huffman.
That's called the scramble drill. Nice pressure by Tinora, and Zedek was scrambling outside the pocket, and if you are a receiver and you go short and you see him scrambling, then you got to go long, and that's exactly what he did, and he just missed him. But they executed the scramble drill pretty well. You just got to complete the pass.
4th down and 5, and Fairview will go for it here on the Tinora 23-yard line. 5 receivers, 3 to the left and 2 to the right for Zedek. He's back to pass. All kinds of time. Will go to the right flat, and it's out in front of the outstretched arms of John Huffman, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice design play by Fairview. Just a simple out route to the sticks. Throw was off a little bit. So here we go, Tinora football.
So a turnover on downs. Tinora will have it first down and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Their first possession of the night as we take a look at the starting offense for Tinora. They're led by sophomore quarterback Owen Farrell. We'll have Dominic Graziani, the senior, now at running back, and some receivers in Jacob Bishop, Trenton DeLarber, and Dylan Shuffler, and Josh Lieb in the H-back spot. First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Shotgun formation, two backs in the backfield, second man through. This is Graziani off left tackle. He breaks the tackle across the 35 out near the 40-yard line. Nice strong run on first down for Dominic Graziani.
Yeah, Tinora was in a pro set, but they were in gun and just handed the ball off, and just a simple ISO to the tight end side, off tackle. Looks like they gained about 15 yards and first down and 10. Great first down play. That will set up your play action.
So it'll be first down and 10 now. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. Shotgun again for Farrell. Movement up front, and I think they're going to get him.
Yeah, offsides on Fairview. So it should be first down and 5.
Gage Mullins, I think, was the guilty party up front. So first and 10 becomes first and 5, and you got to love that.
Yeah.
if you're on the offensive side of that.
You know, your playbook just is wide open right now. Trick plays, you name it. It's wide open. We'll see what Tinora does here.
Farrell will be in shotgun formation. He's got Graziani directly behind him. They'll toss it to the left side. He's got room to run, but it closes quickly, and he'll be drugged down. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage, and a host of white shirts there to meet him.
Yeah, kind of interesting. Tinora went trips into the boundary, and they ran a toss sweep to the trips, and Fairview was all over that. They had an extra person into the boundary, which really helped stop that play, and looks like they didn't get any at all, making it second down and 5. Usually you want to run that to the wide side.
A little more space, huh?
Yes, definitely. Let them. They always say get to the numbers and then turn it up.
So they'll give him about a yard. Second down and 4. Single receiver either side. Two backs in the backfield. It'll be second man through is Graziani. Stutter step at the line. It'll be hit and dropped. Nice defensive play there by Gavin Garza, the sophomore linebacker. Gains maybe a yard. It's going to bring up a third down and 3, maybe 4 yards.
Tinora just went to just a two-back set, just handing the ball off in a little ISO. Fairview defended it really well, and we'll see now what they have on third down here.
Farrell will have Graziani to his left in the backfield, two receivers either side, and he's looking to pass. All kinds of time, fires across the middle. It's going to be caught out near midfield, and that'll be hauled in by Josh Lieb, the sophomore, and a nice play, safe play for your quarterback, nothing too fancy.
Really impressed there with Owen Farrell. He stayed in the pocket. He kept his feet going. He let the receiver clear the zone defense to the open spot, and I tell you what, he threw a strike there. That had some mustard on it. Good play for Tinora.
First down and 10 at the midfield stripe. Rams moving here as we're nearing the 7-minute mark opening quarter. Graziani in the backfield again behind Farrell. Toss sweep to the near sideline. It'll turn it up at the numbers across the 45, and he's wrapped up and brought down by Olinger. That's going to be a solid gain of about 7 yards on first down.
That's the play they just ran a little bit ago. That was the trips, but that time they put the trips into the field and ran the toss sweep. Had a whole lot more room to work with and to establish their blocks, and definitely a big-time play with looks like 8 yards on first down. Much better running it into the field.
Staying on schedule has been pretty impressive on this first drive here for the Tinora offense. Second down and 3. And they'll hand it off up the middle and nowhere to go, and he'll be hit and driven back. Looks like big number 58, Adam Spangler, the junior linebacker, kind of led the charge there, but read very well by the Fairview defense.
I think there was a missed assignment there because that was supposed to be a trap. They pulled the left guard to the right, and it seems like no one blocked back, and there was no place to run. Fairview defended that really well.
So now third down and 4. Might have lost a half a yard or so. So we'll see what they draw up here. Gonna have trips to the left singles, and now Graziani will go out of the backfield. Just a quick little screen, or excuse me, a quick little hitter, kind of an extension of the running game. But Fairview, they were as prepared for that. Yeah.
Fairview was all over that. They read that well. They were flying up before the ball was even caught. Now we'll see if Tinora comes back and we'll send a guy deep over top. That's a play that they counter off of that. So we'll see if they'll come back to that in a series or two. Defended real well there by Fairview. They lost 2 or 3 yards on that.
They'll drive him back to the 47-yard line, so that'll force a punting situation, and the ever-dangerous Logan Olinger will stand back at his 8-yard line, and he will await the punt. Snap is a little high, but hauled in. Booming kick. Olinger will call for a fair catch, and will haul it in at about the 15-yard line, and that's where the Fairview offense will come onto the field. 4:54 to go, opening quarter. We'll take a quick timeout. Back with more after this on DCTV Sports. Sherwood State Bank, your community bank with locations in Sherwood, Defiance, Fayette, and Archbold. Sherwood State Bank, your community bank since 1945. Online at sherwood.bank. First down and 10 for the Fairview offense at their own 15-yard line as Zedek is back to pass. All kinds of time. Now the pocket collapses, avoids the sack. Now he's got room to run, and he's going to throw it. He's got a wide open man. That's Jesse Coleman at the 40, 50, 40, 35, 31 man to beat, and he will be drugged down near the 10-yard line. Dylan Schaffler, the junior corner. All kinds of things went wrong on that, Chris.
I just said that was the scramble drill. Tinora put great pressure on him. He's scrambling all over. The receiver went long, and the defense came up to make the tackle on the quarterback. He threw it over top of him. Huge, big gain. Big mistake by Tinora. They have to stay disciplined on defense, stay in their zones, and stay with their guys. You got to do that.
All the way down to the Tinora 11-yard line and in the Stanball Jewelers red zone for the first time tonight. Stanball Jewelers in downtown Defiance. Check out why they've been serving the community since 1948. So first down and 10. Zedek will have Garza to his left and a pair of receivers. And it'll be a designed run for Zedek to that left side, and he'll be chased down by Josh Lieb, and kind of to that short side of the field, Chris, and just not a lot of space over there.
Yeah, Fairview gave that away. They had 2 running backs in the backfield, but they were both on the same side. So they were telling you where they were going with the ball. That's exactly where they went. Tinora defended it really well.
No gain. They'll give him back to the original line of scrimmage. So we'll bring up second down and 10. Garza in the backfield, as is Huffman, and they'll roll out to the right side looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. Another sack for this Tinora defense, and good pressure there from Hunter Bosselman and Cooper Farrell, and just all kinds of pressure from that defensive line.
Yeah, Fairview was trying to run a little play action there. I will say that Zedek did a nice job of not forcing the ball, hanging on to it, covering up when he got into traffic, and living for another down, not turning the ball over. Good decision.
Loss of 5, back to the 16-yard line. So third down and 15, 5 receivers, 3 to the right and 2 to the left. Zedek back to pass, pressure coming. He stands in the pocket, he fires, and it's a touchdown. Logan Olinger. Nothing fancy about that. Run down the field, 15, cut across, there he is.
Yeah, just way too much time to throw the ball down there, and it looked like Tinora was in his zone. It looked like one of their zones collapsed, and he found the open space, and he waited, he had patience, and he hit him in stride. Nice execution by Fairview Apaches.
So the first score of the night goes to Fairview on that 16-yard touchdown pass to Olinger, and this will be Landrick Vandermeid on for the point after. 13 of 14 on the season, and he puts it through. So Fairview strikes first. 3:06 to go, opening quarter, 7-0 Fairview. We're back after this on DCTV Sports. Stanball Jewelers is your trusted source for diamonds, fine jewelry, watches, and gifts. Whether you're looking for a dazzling engagement ring, a timeless anniversary gift, or a present for someone special, Stanball Jewelers has something for every occasion. Visit us today and discover why we've been serving the community since 1948. the Strady Center for the Arts, entertainment on a whole new level. The Strady Center for the Arts presents a full lineup of culture and entertainment right here in our community. Check out the full lineup and purchase your tickets today at defiancearts.org. Welcome back to Justin F. Caressel Stadium. Josh Bush and the coach, Chris Dales, with you tonight here on DCTV Sports. Fairview strikes first, 7-0 at the 3:06 mark, and really just a nice job, design play, and just maybe a little bit of miscommunication in that secondary.
That's exactly what happened. And it then becomes backyard football is what that play turned into. And Fairview executed a little bit better, but both teams are doing some good things on offense. We'll see what Tinora does here in their second possession.
Graziani will take the ensuing kickoff out across the 20, maybe across the 25-yard line, so it'll have decent starting field position here on their second offensive series, and we'll see. We saw a nice dose of the run on that first series, a couple of passes thrown in there when they had to. Do you open it up a little bit and see what Farrell could do, or do you stick with that bread and butter?
You know, I think they need to throw in a little bit of play action here, maybe here on first down. We'll see what they come out with. They did have a lot of success running the ball, though, that first series.
So first down and 10, ball spotted at the 27-yard line. Farrell will have Graziani in the backfield with him. Two receivers to the near sideline, and it'll be Graziani on first down, and just trying to find some space off left tackle, and just not a lot of room over there.
No, Tinora just went to a power kick where they want to kick out Tinora or kick out Fairview's defensive end, lead a guard up through. Fairview defended it quite well. It did get looks like 3 yards. We'll see what they do here on second down.
Second down and 7 now at the 30. Play comes in from the sideline. Much slower tempo here for this Tinora offense. Farrell will have Cooper Replogle in the backfield with him now. As DeLarber comes in motion, and there will be Replogle coming to the right side and try to cut it back up the middle. But
yeah, that was a nice cut.
A little shifty work there for the sophomore.
Yeah, definitely a good feat right there. Nice cut. At least it put him in a better situation. Looks like they're third down and maybe 3 here.
Out at the 34-yard line. Play comes in from the sideline. Under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. On what has actually turned into a pretty nice night.
Beautiful night for high school football.
So it'll be an empty backfield for Farrell. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 2 to the right side. And he's back to pass all kinds of time. Pocket breaks down, and now he finds his receiver. It'll be complete. I believe that's Trenton DeLarber. There's a penalty marker
looks
down.
Like it's coming back.
And
that's in the area usually of holding.
Yeah, and sometimes when you're expecting those linemen to hold on for so long, they get a little bit extra jersey in there.
Yeah, definitely so. I think that's what the call is going to be. But, you know, he quarterback stayed in there really well, let things develop. Through a little crossing route, he hit him. Definitely had the first down, but it looks like it's going to be third down again.
So that'll be holding against Tinora, so it will back him up. And we'll see. They've got all these different spot placements now from different plays.
Yeah, definitely.
So this will push him back to the 24-yard line. So it'll be third down and 13 now for the Tinora offense. 5 receivers again, 3 to the right for Farrell, 2 to the near sideline. Shotgun, back to pass. Pocket collapses. He's going to scramble to the left. He's got pressure coming from the backside, and he'll be hit and dropped out across the 25. And beautiful pursuit that time from the Fairview defensive side. Coden Ankney in there, and I believe Brock Bailey as well.
Good coverage.
Yeah, just fantastic coverage down the field.
Yeah, good coverage by Fairview. And Owen's got to make a decision a little bit sooner. I thought he was just going to take off and run. I think if he would have did that, it would have been a little bit more successful. That's where that inexperience is coming in. And I'm sure as the game goes on, a year goes on, he'll get better.
And they'll blow the whistle here, and Fairview's going to burn a timeout.
Yeah, special teams didn't have the right people on the field.
So we'll take it with them. 35 seconds to go, opening quarter, 7-0 Fairview. Back with more after this on DCTV Sports.
For the past 70 years, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union has been your financial partner, helping you achieve your dreams and secure your future. Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, with locations in Defiance, Bryan, and Napoleon. Find out more at midwestcommunity.org.
Welcome back to Tinora High School. Josh Bush, Chris Dales with you as we see the Tinora huddle there, kind of breaking up. And Chris, we were talking in the break there, Tinora just a couple of mistakes here and a couple of things not going the way. They're just getting behind schedule a little bit, making it tougher on a quarterback who's only in his second start of the year.
Definitely. You got to stay on schedule, especially with a young quarterback. And if you get off schedule, it's just going to make things even harder for him. He'll try to do too much.
Snap is high.
Another one, yeah.
And a booming kick. That's Jacob Bishop. It'll be down by Graziani near the 30-yard line. So we'll see what the Fairview offense can do here. Their second possession. First possession, I don't know that it was as pretty as they would have liked to see. Coverages broke down a little bit. Some pass protection broke down a little bit. But they're able to get in the end zone. That's what matters.
Yeah, it's all that matters is if you can, put some points on the board. And Tenora's just got to be more disciplined. They got to stay true to their defense and stay in their zones and come up. Don't let anybody behind them. They let two people behind them in that series. So Tenora's got to make an adjustment here and see if they do that.
Single back to the left of Zedike. And they're missing personnel again here on first down.
10 seconds left on the play clock.
So they're going to have to hurry and get this one off. 7 seconds, plenty of time. And Zedike directing traffic, back to pass, and he'll go to the right side. And now that's not the first pass we've seen off the mark here early in this game for Zedike.
No, and he was wide open. He catches that, you're talking about at least a 15 to 20-yard gain. There was nobody in the flat for Tinora over on the wide side of the field.
Logan Olinger, the intended target, 25 receptions, 366 yards coming into the game here tonight. That's a young man that can make a lot of things happen after that yak that you always talk about, right?
You got to get him the ball. He's got to be able to, be in his range. And his last two passes, they haven't been catchable. Maybe there's a wet ball. I don't know.
Second down and 10. Motion coming from the left to the right. That's going to be a motion penalty. This one will be coming back. Olinger turned up before the pass, and Zedike just making all kinds of things happen here. And he'll just come to the near sideline, run out of bounds. He's going to be hit out of bounds. The Fairview side wanting a flag, but I think looked like Olinger when he was going in motion, looked like he turned up field a little bit too soon.
Well, I think what happened was Zedike slowed down. All right, people thought that he was out of bounds, but he really was on the line. You got to keep on going until you get out of bounds. Then that's where you gear down. So that was a good no call by the Stripes out there.
So the pre-snap penalty will be against Olinger. It's like they're asking Coach Rakes if they want to take the penalty, and they're going to do that. Or excuse me, there's an illegal shift against Olinger. He turned up field on that motion before the snap, and
I don't know why he was asking for Coach Rakes' approval on that. It's the other sideline.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah. After I said it, I'm like, wait a minute, why is he asking this? I was watching him, and Zedike back to pass. He'll fire one to the left, and it'll be complete. That's Gavin Mead, the leading receiver coming into tonight for Fairview, and that'll bring our first quarter to a close. We've played one already. Fairly fast-moving first quarter. Fairview the only score, 7-0. We're back with more after this on DCTV Sports.
Visit Mark Moats Ford and check out some of the best new Ford models. Mark Moats Ford has been serving the Defiance community since 1916. Visit them today, County Road 424 in Defiance, and online at markmoatsford.com.
Mark, and it'll be caught out across the 50 to the 40 into Tinora territory, and a beautiful catch there for John Huffman. And I tell you what, I don't think he could have put that ball in a better spot.
That was a tremendous catch by that young man. And that was really good coverage, too, by Tinora. The placement of the ball was perfect. He just went up and got it. Wow. Great high school football play by that young man.
Into Tinora territory at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10, and it'll be Garza with it on first down. He's got room to run across the 30. He's going to have the first down before he's brought down. And getting into that second level and showing a little bit of that speed. They don't run it all. They don't run it a ton, but when they do, it catches you off guard a little bit.
Well, I think what caught him off guard definitely because they were in a 3-man front, and there was a big hole on that right side. But I think there's a penalty flag, and it's all coming back, and it might be a holding call. Maybe that's why there was such a big hole, because usually that's how it works.
So negate I think he's going to have about 12 or 13 yards on that run, but yeah, they're going to mark it off. And I believe you're right, it's a hold.
It's a hold. Yeah, 10 yards going back.
So first down and 10, that negates the first down run, and it puts you now on first down and 20.
Yep.
All the way back at the 49-yard line. 5 receivers set again for Zedek. He'll have 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Back to pass as he's looking downfield. He's got plenty of time, and a wide open receiver, and that's caught out across the 25-20, 15, 10, 5, and a touchdown. It's going to go 49 yards, and it will be caught and hauled in by Gavin Garza, the sophomore running back.
Yeah, he ran what we know as a post route. You drive straight up the field, then you go to the middle of the goalpost, and he was wide open. There was no defender within 20 yards of him in the middle of the field. I think Tinora had to have a busted coverage there without a doubt, because there's got to be someone in the middle of the field.
So it goes for 49 yards and the second Fairview score of the night. And now Landrick Vandermeid on for the point after. Zedek will hold. Snap is there. It's down. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So Fairview tacks on 7 more to start this second quarter. And they lead it 14-0 on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard. We're back with more after this on DCTV Sports. Just one. Just the one. Wow. Nobody.
No,
nobody around at all.
I don't know what to say. It had to have been blown cover.
Yeah.
Had to have been. I mean, if they're in cover 2, you got 2 guys on the hash, okay? You got somebody there. If you're in cover 3, somebody there. Okay, right in the middle of the field. If they're in man coverage, well, something happened. So I don't know. It looked like it was zone, and it just broke down.
Welcome back to Justin F. Caressel Stadium. Tinora gives up a long play, and that was one of the things we talked about, limiting those big plays, and a 49-yard touchdown is not one that you want to give up here.
No, I think they got to get on the same page. I think there's some miscommunication going on in the secondary. It might have looked like, half the guys were on one coverage, the other half was on another coverage. If they get on the same page and keep everybody in front of them, it makes it hard for Fairview to do what they're doing, but that was way too easy.
We've seen this defensive secondary make some nice plays. They've had really good coverage, but just those little breakdowns, and it's allowed Fairview to get in the end zone twice here tonight.
One breakdown costs you 6 points. That's how it is with this type of offense. You got to clean it up, that's for sure.
Ensuing kickoff on its way from Vandermeid. And he boots it. Man, he's got a leg. It's a big guy with a big leg.
Yeah, gotta love linemen kicking. Gotta love it.
So be DeLarber with it across the 25-30. He'll be brought down out near the 35-yard line. It's a solid return for Tinora, and they'll have good starting field position here to open up this drive.
Maybe that's what they need, some good field position. Maybe they can be not so conservative, maybe open things up a little bit. And this is a critical drive here. They need to go down, and they need to put the ball in the end zone because they can't afford to let Fairview get the ball back and go up 21-0 here on them.
So they'll start this drive at their own 33-yard line. First down and 10, as Farrell will have a single back in the backfield. And now Graziani will come in motion. It'll be second man through and just straight up the middle and nowhere to go. This is Devin Llewellyn, the senior running back, but again, tried a little bit of a trickery, moving the motion. Where's Graziani going to be? But Fairview wasn't fooled by that. Yeah,
all they were trying to do was a little bit of motion there to catch him off guard, a little counter action back. And for Fairview, they didn't even block the defensive end, and he made a good play on it.
So they're going to give him a gain of about 2 out to the 35-yard line. Second down and 8. 2 receivers on the left, and the ball's on the ground. And we'll see who comes off the pile with it. Looks like Owen Farrell was able to fall on it, and just not a clean snap there. And Pigskins on the ground.
Yeah, Tinora, they're their own worst enemy right now between mistakes like that, penalties. They were in a good second down situation. Now it's third down and 10. They just got to clean things up here and try to execute, stay on schedule.
Well, let's see what they dial up for sophomore Owen Farrell, who's in his second start here tonight. He'll have, I believe, Graziani in the backfield with him. 2 receivers on either side. He's back to pass. Pressure coming. He'll step up in the pocket, and he'll just dump it off across the middle. And that's going to be right about at the first down sticks, hauled in by Jacob Bishop. Oh, ball comes out at the end. We'll see what they rule here. Was he down? The officials are currently talking about it.
You got half the officials saying one thing and the other half saying the other thing and pointing the other direction.
So they're going to... And they're trying to figure it out right at the 40-yard line.
The official on this sideline was looking back to see if he made the first down. He didn't even check the play.
So now they're going to signal first down Fairview. Eric Becker on that Tinora sideline, not at all happy about that call, asking for an explanation. Well, nonetheless, it will go down as the first turnover of the night.
Costly, too.
And for Tinora, you said it just moments ago, the mistakes and kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Here's another big one right here, and now you've got a very short field for this Fairview offense. It'll be a run up the middle with Gavin Garza on first down, but you're giving this offense the ball at the Tinora 40-yard line. That's a short field.
Yeah, it definitely is, and Fairview has a lot of weapons here. They just ran an inside zone, a good first down play. Looks like they got 4 to 5 yards, and they got Tinora on their heels right now. Tinora can't quite figure these guys out.
4 receiver set for Zedike, 3 to his right. That's the way he's looking. He'll go on an out pattern. It'll be dropped in and out of the hands of John Huffman, and he's kind of, I think, shaking his head at himself a little bit there. That was right at the sticks. He would have had a first down.
I think it was too easy. They call that the old sticks route, where they drive off and you get 1 yard beyond the first down marker, and he was wide open. There wasn't anybody within 5 yards of him. I think he was just too easy, and he took his eyes off of it. Big third down for Tinora. They have to stop him here.
Third down and 6, 5 receivers, 3 to the left of Zedike, 2 to the right. Back to pass. All kinds of time. Pocket will collapse. He's going to rush or roll out to his right, and he'll fire it complete, and he just kind of put it in no man's land. The only guy that was going to catch it was Brody Williams. I don't know if Dylan Schaffler could have had better coverage on that, but a very well-placed football.
That was a heck of a grab. There's only one person that could have caught that, and that would have been Brody. He went up high, and he grabbed that thing, and once he caught it, he took off for the end zone. Wow. Fairview's clicking right now.
A 36-yard touchdown pass for Brody Williams, and Fairview looking to make this a 3-score game, and we're 9 minutes to go before halftime. Vandermeer on for the point after. Snap is down, kick is on the way, kick is good, and just like that, in a matter of just a couple of minutes, 3 plays there, and Fairview tacks on 7 more. And again, just goes back to the mistakes that Tinora kind of costing themselves here in this first half.
2 of their 3 touchdowns have been on scramble plays. where the quarterback he's been flushed out of the pocket. He scrambles left, right, whatever, and Tinora is just having a hard time of staying with the receivers once he gets out of the pocket. They're doing well once he's in the pocket, but they just have to learn to stay with him or stay in their zones a little bit better. And that's something that Tinora is going to have to definitely get corrected at halftime, is the scramble drill.
Well, they're going to get the ball back here. Obviously, 9 minutes, that's an eternity before halftime. How important is this? If you're Coach Becker, how and his staff, how important is this drive right here for the Tinora offense?
You got to score. We got to score. We got to go down and get some type of points. At least take some major time off the clock, because right now your defense is tired. You got to figure out what's going on defensively. You got to keep your offense on the field, and more importantly, you got to get the ball in the end zone. I mean, hate to say it, but it's only the second quarter, but this is a very, very critical drive for Tinora.
21-0 Fairview on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard. Good to have you along here tonight on DCTV Sports. If those of you tuning in live tonight on our YouTube channel, got our crew out here early this afternoon. We set up in a little bit of rain, but that's gone away. And it's gorgeous out here. Ensuing kickoff, high end over end kick will be taken inside the 5-yard line. This will be DeLarber with it out across the 10 to the 15. He'll be hit and dropped at the 20-yard line, and the Tinora offense will come onto the field here. 80 yards to go, 8:57 to go before halftime. And if you're thinking about scheming here, Coach, do you stick with what you're doing?
They're doing okay. What they're doing, they're just shooting themselves in the foot with penalties, turnovers, those things that you can clean up. Those things should not happen. Scheme-wise, they're okay. They're executing okay.
So we'll see what they do here. First down and 10. He'll have 2 backs in the backfield. And it will be a pass on first down, looking to throw, and he'll go across the middle. This is hauled in by Jacob Bishop. He'll be drilled out at the 23, 24-yard line. They're going to say the ball came out incomplete.
Yep. Nice tackle by Fairview. Way to come up and rally to the ball.
Yeah, credit, I think, a nice pop there from that defensive side to force that ball out of the hands of Jacob Bishop.
Yeah, without a doubt. That's a drill that you practice every week. Coming up, it's a strip drill, but you strip it on the receiver, come up and punch it out or try to swipe it out, and that's exactly what Fairview did.
Second down and 10 now for Tinora. Pass on first down, maybe trying to catch them off guard. Now they'll go 5 wide, 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right of Farrell. Looking to his left, and he's got a wide-open receiver. It's hauled in by Cooper Raplogel out across the 25. He'll be hit and dropped. Gained about 6. Nice pursuit to the football there for the Fairview defense.
Yeah, that first down's really going to hurt them with that drop pass, because if that would have been second down and 5, they would have definitely got their first down and be able to move the sticks. Now you got third down and 3. Tenora's got to get a first down on this series right here.
So big third down for the Tinora offense, 3rd and 3 at their own 27-yard line. 2 passes on the first 2 downs. A little bit out of script, maybe.
I think they're just feeling the pressure a little bit, and they feel that they can move the ball this way.
5 receivers set. Farrell will scramble to his right. He's got all kinds of time. He'll fire back across the middle, and it'll be caught out at the 40. That's hauled in. I believe it's Josh Lieb with the football.
Well, that's an interesting decision. He scrambled, and he could have ran for the yardage that he just threw. Would have been a little bit safer, but give him credit. The ball was kind of high. Receiver came up and brought it down for a first down, and they got the first down on a big third down play.
Check that junior receiver, Dylan Schaffler, was the receiver, or the receiving end of that football, but it's a first down and 10 for Tinora at the 40-yard line. Single back of the backfield. Fairview showing blitz, and here they come. Pocket collapses, and Farrell will fire back across the middle. Same thing, caught out across the midfield to the 45 and into Fairview territory, as that one hauled in once again by Schaffler, and that almost kind of looked like the same play.
Yeah, we got a theme going on with both teams here. They're making their big plays and big pass plays on scrambles. Neither team is doing a very good job of covering the receivers once a quarterback scrambles. So we'll see if that continues.
So first down and 10 into Fairview territory at the 44-yard line. It'll be Graziani in the backfield behind And a fake toss to the right, back to the left. He's going to fire, wide open receiver. That's caught by Lieb out across the 40, breaks a tackle inside the 30, 25-20, cuts it back at the 15.
Wow.
He's going to go into the end zone. It's a 44-yard touchdown pass. Chris, that was just a quick little out pattern, and credit Josh Lieb, turned that into a 44-yard touchdown.
That's an athlete making a play right there is what that is. He cut back at least 3 times across the grain, across the Fairview Apaches for that touchdown, and that's exactly what Tinora needed. That was a big play and a tremendous, tremendous athletic ability there by that young man.
So a huge, huge touchdown there for this Tinora Rams offense. Needed to get on the board here. Jacob Bishop will be on for the point after. Snap is low, put down, he'll kick it up, and it's good. So Tinora cracks the scoreboard. 7:01 to go before halftime on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard. Fairview 21, Tinora 7. We're back after this on DCTV Sports.
Proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding. 419-782-5080. Online at baker-schindler.com.
Yeah,
whole different story.
Welcome back to Justin F. Caressel Stadium. Josh Bush, Chris Dales, and we were talking there in the quick break, Coach. And again, we talked about it before the drive. That is a huge, huge confidence booster. Not even just for the Tinora offense, Tinora defense. You're giving them, hey, listen, let's make some plays out here. We can hang with these guys. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, 100%. They needed that in a bad way. Hey, we can go down. We can score. We just got to play clean. We got to quit shooting ourselves in the foot. We got to be, the team that we are. We cannot afford any more miscues. And 2, like you said, hey, give their defense a little break and breather. They needed that. So there's a lot of components to that drive, a lot of components to that score to give Tinora an opportunity to get back in this ball game, 2-score game.
How about the effort of Josh Lieb on that? That sophomore, a couple of cutbacks in there, made some guys miss some tackles.
Sure did.
Nifty footwork. He really did a nice job of making that play happen.
Great vision, great footwork put together to cut across the grain. Fairview was pursuing hard to him on the sideline. He just cut it back against them, and the young man made a tremendous play for Tinora Rams.
Ensuing kickoff, kind of in no man's
land.
It's going to hit, and it'll be picked up at about the 15-yard line, coming all the way across the field, and it'll be pushed out near the 20.
Yeah. We got a penalty flag. I think it's a block in the back, and that's usually what happens when it gets cut all the way back across the field. And we'll see what the referees call here, but I believe that's what it is.
Aiden Fritsch was on the return. He ran about 100 yards to gain 10, but and that's going to push him back. So
that's what Tinora needs. Pushes them back even farther, and they got to hold them here, get the ball back, go down and score, and
still
make this a ball game.
Still plenty of time here.
Plenty of time.
6:51. They still got 3 timeouts. If you can get a nice defensive stop here, maybe sustain a drive. I don't know that they were expecting to score that quickly the last time, but maybe sustain the drive and try to do what you can to keep this the Fairview offense on the sideline.
Yeah, both offenses are, they're doing well right now, and I don't think time is a factor. They can score in less than a minute.
So Fairview will come out 5 receivers, 3 to the left of Zedike, 2 to his right. And a first down and 10, under 7 to go before halftime. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of the football, looking to the left sideline, and just out of the reach of Logan Olinger. And he had a little bit of space, but not enough to haul that one in.
Tinora dialed up some pressure right there. They brung both linebackers, so they had a 6-man rush on that, and they were 2 steps away from 2 points right there. Give credit to Tinora bringing the pressure, and I think that's what you got to do. Just got to make sure you have a spy on the quarterback, but he forced him to throw it a little bit longer. So we'll see what they do here again. 2nd down and 10 from their, own 5?
8-yard line.
8-yard line.
Zedike back to pass. Pressure coming again off the corner. They pick it up, and he's going to tuck it under and go, and he'll go up the middle. He's going to gain a couple of yards, not a ton, maybe 2 or 3 out across the 10-yard line. And a nice job there by Tinora.
Alex Schaublin. Great play by that linebacker. That is a hard play to make. you're in the open field, you're a linebacker, and the quarterback's running full speed at you. He did a nice job of buzzing his feet down and making a nice tackle there.
So Schaublin comes up hobbling a little bit. He's trying to convince the officials to let him stay on the field, but I think they blew the whistle, and he's going to have to take a play off. And that's,
that was a good play by that young man.
I mean, Zidik's not the biggest guy, but he's not exactly a small guy.
No, but he's shifty. He's shifty. There's no doubt about it.
So they're going to give him a gain of 4 out to the 12. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 here. A huge 3rd down for this Tinora defense. Can they get off the field here and force a Fairview punt? 5 receivers. Again, 3 to the left of Zidik, 2 to his right. Shotgun formation looking to his right. He's going to go across the middle into double coverage, and this will be caught, hauled in out into midfield. This is completed to Huffman. He's got room at the 20. One man to beat. He'll be drugged down inside the 5. Wow. And Huffman got in behind 2 defenders. Zidik makes a beautiful play. Nobody else is getting that football but Huffman, and here we go, 90-plus yards later.
Yeah, what can you say? A great execution by Fairview. The ball had to be thrown in one spot and one spot only. He put it there, and Tenora's letting guys behind them, and it's really costing them. They're going to have to get things changed at halftime.
So 87 yards down to the 1-yard line and inside our Stanball Jewelers red zone again here tonight for Fairview. Stanball Jewelers, downtown Defiance, and online. Check them out and see why they've been serving the community since 1948. 2 backs in the backfield with Zidik. And he will keep it himself and run up the middle on 1st down. Tinora defense knew exactly what was coming. How about this? Alex Schaublin leading the charge again there for that the Tinora defense.
Tinora was all over that. It looked like it was a little inside read play, and Tinora didn't bite on anything. They stayed in their lanes, and they wrapped him up for a loss.
Yeah, all the way back to the 3-yard line. So a loss of 2, 2nd down and goal now from the 3. Clock spinning under 5.5 to go before halftime on this week number 5 from Tinora High School. Good to have you along. Josh Bush, Chris Dales, and the DCTV Sports crew out here tonight. Garza to the left of Zidik. They'll fake the inside give, back to pass. He's got all kinds of time. Now he's going to go to the back corner, and it'll be caught, and it'll be hauled in for a touchdown. That's Brody Williams. And, again, I don't think you can fault the coverage of Tinora there. I mean, it was covered well, but just a really well-thrown ball.
Tinora was in man coverage, and that we call that crosses. He was all the way on the right side and crossed all the way over to the left side of the field, and basically all you got to do is outrun the defender, and that's exactly what they did. Tinora, like I said, was in man coverage and well-placed ball, and, wow, Fairview is clicking the second half. They're on a roll.
Vandermeer on for the point after. Kick is up. A high kick, but it's through and good. Point after is good on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard. Fairview 28, Tinora 7. We're back after this on DCTV Sports.
Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestill.com.
Welcome back to Tinora High School on this, I'd say a nice night here. Week number
beautiful
5.
Night.
52nd meeting between Tinora and Fairview, and a little bit of a sluggish start, maybe off rhythm a little bit for the Fairview offense to start this game, but boy, since then they have really clicked, and they got some really good stuff going here.
They're rolling, and they were in a bad situation. They were backed up on their own 8-yard line, 3rd down and 10, and over the top they went. So they are clicking right now, and a part of that is to Tinora, their breakdowns. They're going to have to get some things figured out here, and they might have to really simplify that secondary because there's some things happening there that's really causing them some problems.
How about the confidence of junior quarterback William Zidik? That long pass. Double coverage, drops it right over the top, and he's throwing with a lot of confidence here in this first half.
I'm sure he's telling Coach Rakes, let's keep dialing it up. Let's keep dialing it up.
Well, this one's to no one in particular. They'll finally pick it up out near the 5, near the near sideline. It'll be wrapped up and brought down out near the 15-yard line. And that was Brennan Garrett And, boy, they just looked like nobody wanted to get the football.
No, that's one thing you don't want to do on a kickoff return. Tenora's got plenty of time. They got like 5 minutes here. Let's see if they can put a drive down and get another score on.
So they'll have first down and 10 at their own 16-yard line as sophomore quarterback Owen Farrell will bring them to the line. Two receivers to his right, a single receiver to the left, and Graziani in the backfield. They'll just toss it to the right sideline, and a little sweep out there, and read well by the Fairview defense, stretched it out a little bit, let the Hats get to the ball.
Yeah, good pursuit by Fairview. Someone set the edge. I'm not sure who set the edge right there, but it allowed the defense to flow to the ball. It slowed up the running back to cut back. That was a well-executed play by the defense by setting the edge on the outside sweep.
They'll give him progress back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. So second down and 10. And Fairview, again, a little bit slower tempo here, letting that clock spin. We near the 4-minute mark before halftime. Graziani again in the backfield with Farrell. They're going to fake this jet sweep. Farrell, pressure coming. He's going to step. This time he'll tuck it and run. He's going to go out across the 35-40. He's going to dive forward. He's going to have enough for a first down, and it's a big play there on second down. And a nice job, I think, by Owen Farrell. We've seen him kind of hesitant to run in that first
time. He
tucked it and went.
Yeah, you got it, Josh. That's exactly right. He made a decision and he went. He's got to do more of that because one of his best access is his legs. And it really took him out of a bad situation, put him in a good situation. Hopefully he'll gain the confidence to do more of that.
Only his second start. He looks fairly good so far here tonight. It'll be first down and 10 now out at the 33-yard line. Two backs in the backfield, and they will fake it to the second man through, rolls to his left, and it'll be complete to DeLarber. We got a flag on the near sideline, and we'll sort that one out.
I'm not sure what that is. It was a little play action on the part of Tinora.
And that's what you kind of alluded to earlier.
Yeah, they might be calling illegal man downfield, and I did not see that. That or false start.
So there's some kind of a procedure penalty against the Tinora offense. That's going to back them up. It's going to negate that nice gain. But you mentioned play action earlier, and right there we saw it. Play action rolled out, and they've got some they're getting some space on that play action.
They did a really nice job, and you could see it too. It froze the defensive line. It froze the linebackers from getting out into the flat where they connected on that. And Tenora's going to have to do more of that. That was a good play, and I don't know exactly where the penalty came from. I didn't see it, but first down in 15, so see what they can do here.
Back at their own 28-yard line. Empty backfield now for Farrell. Up 3 to his left, 2 to his right. He's back to pass. He'll roll to the right and fires back across the middle again, and it will be caught by Schaffler. How many times have we seen that? He kind of rolls to the right. Schaffler finds a little spot there, and he just kind of settles in.
To be honest with you, the best plays by both teams have been broken plays and scrambling. It's just backyard football is what it is. Nice execution there, though.
So they're going to give him a gain out to the 36. So second down and 7 now. Give him 8 on that first down play after the penalty. 5 receivers again, quick to the right flat. This will be hauled in by Bishop. It's going to be short of the first down. Nice job by Fairview to get to the football. That was John Huffman, the junior corner. But
he's got to get out of bounds on that. He stopped and went upfield. Nice play, but he's got to know where he's at, and if he gets out of bounds, they can save some time on the clock.
So he's going to be about 2 yards shy of that first down. It's going to bring up third down and 2. Clock spinning under 2.5 to go before halftime. Scoreboard says 1. It's a long one. It's a long one.
Yeah, they've lost about 20 seconds here.
So 2 backs to the backfield with Farrell on third down. And it'll be Graziani with it, left side. He's got room to run. He'll get the first down out across the 45 near midfield to be brought down. And he's going to be wrapped up by Logan Oldinger. So it'll be a first down for Tinora. Clock will stop temporarily, but
they got to get to play and they got to go. I'm surprised Tinora doesn't do some hurry up because they've already started the clock already. They got to go.
Minute 55 and rolling before halftime. They do have 3 timeouts here, but no sense of urgency getting to the line.
I'm not sure what's going on there. They walked up to the line. This is 2 minutes. You got to go.
5 receivers for Farrell. Back to pass. Rolls to his right, now back to his left. We're going to have a holding penalty. He fires it downfield. It's going to be caught, but this one's coming back. And three penalty markers in that backfield.
I saw that whole play, and I was looking right at that, and I don't know if that was a holding call. That was a guy falling into another guy, and it looked like a holding call, but obviously whatever they call stands. That's exactly what they're calling.
So this is going to negate the big play. That would have been about a 20-yard completion down near the 25, 30-yard line. So would have been a really nice completion there for the Tinora offense. But we're going to go from 1st and 10 at midfield to 1st and 20 back at the Fairview, at their own 40-yard line. And boy, another mistake here for the green and white, and they're just not doing themselves any favors here.
Tinora is their own worst enemy right now. It's not Fairview, even though that's not what the scoreboard says. It's themselves.
So it'll be 1st down and 20 back at their own 39-yard line. Minute 20 and rolling before halftime in a 5-receiver set motion as Graziani will fake the jet sweep. It'll hit it out in the flat. This is Bishop. Tries to make a man miss, and he'll be hit and dropped. He's going to gain about 3 or 4, and we'll see. Tinora will elect. They're going to.
That's a little bubble play to the outside, and if you're going to do that, you got to keep running and get out of bounds. You can't cut it back into the pursuit of the defense.
So now they'll pick up the tempo a little bit. To the line they go, 49 seconds and rolling. 3 receivers to the left and a 5-receiver set. Farrell back to pass. Pressure coming. Pocket collapses. He'll tuck it down and run. He's going to slide out near midfield.
That's a good no call. He slid when he was right on top of him. That's hard.
And I believe I think Derek Becker's going to burn a timeout here. 32 seconds to go, and
can't take them with you.
Burn them. And here's the thing. I mean, they've burnt 90 seconds off this clock, and they haven't really gained much in that 90 seconds. Really, no sense. I mean, we mentioned it, but no sense of urgency here. No. I mean, I think if you're 28-7 in a, not to say that we're flirting with it, but you're getting close to that 30-point margin, it gets a lot harder if that clock's going to keep running in the second half. But, I mean, they got a long road to go here, 52 yards in 32 seconds.
Time management has not been very good on Tenora's aspect, and this is all situational. This is your 2-minute offense that you need to practice at least once or twice a week to be in these situations, and it just seems like, Tinora is just a little bit offbeat or don't know what quite to do, but they definitely have the capability of scoring, and they're not using it.
Is that anything to do with the new quarterback, or
it could be? It could be that you just didn't get to it in your practice plan.
Sure.
It could be.
I mean, you make some changes like that. I mean, you're putting a young sophomore in there who's, by the way, is doing I think a very nice job here tonight. But sometimes you got some growing pains with that too.
Yep.
5 receivers on 3rd down and 11 at their own 48-yard line. Back to pass. He'll double clutch. It'll go across the middle, and the ball at the feet of DeLarber. It'll fall incomplete. Clock will stop at 27 seconds. 4th down and 11.
Well, what's Coach Becker going to do? Sit on the punting team? Probably. Just try to pin him back.
I was going to say, if you go for it here, if you go for it here,
not good.
I mean, Fairview can score.
Yeah. 27 seconds for Fairview is half a quarter.
Right.
And
2 timeouts.
Yes. So this is the right decision. Believe it or not, I'm sure people are grumbling, but this is the right decision.
So Tinora will punt it away here.
Snap's been high all night.
A little bit better this time, and a end-over-end kick. It'll be taken at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Tinora offense will come onto the field. You got to feel better about that. 22 seconds. You would have given them potentially 48 yards. Now they got 75 yards. A lot more. Right. I think your odds are a little higher here.
Yeah, I would say so.
Still 2 timeouts. I mean, can this offense get down the field in 22 seconds?
We'll see what Coach Rakes wants to do here. If he wants to take a shot, or if he's just going to go victory situation and just kneel it and burn it out. We'll see what he does right here, or he'll take a shot or two. Because Tenora's got to make sure they keep people in front of them.
Tinora will get the football to start the second half. So back to pass, 5 receivers.
He's taking a shot.
Looking down the right sideline. It'll be hit. It'll be complete. That's Brody Williams, the sophomore. He'll haul it in
I think he's just going to let the clock run out.
I think you are right. We're heading to halftime on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard. Fairview 28 and Tinora 7. Our halftime tonight brought to you by Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, celebrating 70 years of helping you achieve your dreams and securing your future. Visit them in Defiance, Bryan, or Napoleon, or online at midwestcommunity.org. Well, I think we mentioned it, but the Fairview offense a little bit off kilter in the first series or so. A couple of passes off the mark for William Zedike, but they've adjusted. They're making the plays, and that's an impressive-looking offense.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you look at the score, 28-7 at halftime. But, Tenora's got to get things figured out in the secondary because they are letting people behind them, which is not good. And over half of their touchdowns have just been, like I said before, on just a scramble drill. So Tenora's got to, go back and be fundamentally sound and keep everybody in front of them. But then again, you still got to throw the ball, you got to protect, and you got to catch it. And that's exactly what Fairview was doing. And some of those receivers have made some pretty impressive catches, without a doubt, tonight so far in the first half.
Couple of tale of, I don't want to say two different quarterbacks, but Owen Farrell on the Tinora side, his second start as a sophomore. William Zedike, the junior, who's been in this system now for a couple of years and seeing some more success. What have you seen out of the quarterbacks here tonight on either side of the football?
Well, definitely you can see that Mr. Zedike has some experience back there. If people are covered, he knows where to scramble. He knows when to dump it. He knows when to keep on running. You can definitely see his experience taking over right now. Making some great decisions, and that's what you got to be in this type of offense, is making good decisions. As far as Tinora, I see confidence growing as the first half went on. Like I said, he was hesitating there a few times. He didn't know if he wanted to throw it, didn't know if he wanted to run it. Now he's pulling the trigger and he's running it, and he's got two really good assets out there. He needs to use them, and he's made some good throws. He's made some good plays to receivers. The problem is, one, they fumbled the ball, and two, penalties. They brought him back. So, the game should be a whole lot closer than what it is, but Tinora is just shooting themselves in the foot at this point.
Our Midwest Community Federal Credit Union halftime show. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get you a peek at some of the marching band activity on the field. More to come here on DCTV Sports.
For the past 70 years, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union has been your financial partner, helping you achieve your dreams and secure your future. Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, with locations in Defiance, Bryan, and Napoleon. Find out more at midwestcommunity.org.
Welcome back to Justin F. Caressel Stadium. Josh Bush, Chris Dales here. Halftime on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard. Fairview 28 and Tinora 7. As we continue with our Midwest Community Federal Credit Union halftime, let's send it down to the field and the Fairview High School Marching Band.
In 2013, One Republic had a song that was burning up the charts. We feature freshman majorette Izzy Myers as we play Counting Stars. These are some of the roads that take you home. Please watch out for the deer and feel free to sing along with John Denver's Take Me Home Country Road. Touching fans, please make sure you see the PTO fundraiser at the main entrance. Coach Jerry Bailey,
That's the Fairview High School Marching Band here at halftime on DCTV Sports. Again, on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard, it's Fairview 28 and Tinora 7. We're going to take another timeout on our Midwest Community Federal Credit Union halftime show. More to come after this on DCTV Sports.
For the past 70 years, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union has been your financial partner, helping you achieve your dreams and secure your future. Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, with locations in Defiance, Bryan, and Napoleon. Find out more at midwestcommunity.org.
Welcome back to Justin F. Caressel Stadium. Josh Bush, Chris Dales with you halftime here at Tinora as the second week, of league play for the Green Meadows Conference in this county battle between Tinora and Fairview. Again, our Midwest Community Federal Credit Union halftime show rolling on. We'll break down some of the first half and get you set for the second half coming up here in just a few minutes. But first, we're going to send it back down to field level as the Tinora High School Marching Band is making their way onto the field for their halftime performance.
The Tinora Marching Band would like to welcome you to our 2024 halftime show. The band is under the direction of David Middleton, Assistant Band Director Gavin Askins, Guard Instructor Megan Wiles, and Twirler Instructor Tori Robertson. The bands are led onto the field by Senior Drum Major Mallory Zachary. Tonight we start off with the preview of next week's show, Women Up Top. Our first tune comes from Canadian artist Avril Lavigne and tells the story of unrequited love between a high school girl and boy, the latter of which goes on to become a rock star. This is Savior Boy. For our next two songs, we welcome to the field our 7th and 8th grade band members. They have been working hard since August and are excited to perform for you. Performed by Deep Purple, our next song details the 1971 fire at Montreux Casino in Switzerland, with one of the most memorable guitar riffs of all time. Here is Smoke on the Water.
Our final song is by rock legend Van Halen, and it's their most successful single, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. With lyrics written in one night, this song ranks number 177 in Rolling Stone's greatest songs of all time. This is Jump.
That's the sounds of the Tinora High School Marching Band as we roll on here in our Midwest Community Federal Credit Union halftime. Again, halftime score tonight, Fairview 28 and Tinora 7. Well, Coach, coming out of the locker room, let's kind of take a look from both perspectives here. If you're Fairview, we'll start in that visiting locker room. Obviously, things went pretty well in that first half.
Offensively, they're playing clean. They're keeping the penalties down. They're protecting the quarterback real well. And when he does scramble, I've already said it 3 or 4 times, they're executing the scramble drill real well. His receivers are making some tough catches. They're doing things right, offensively and defensively. They're keeping Tinora at check, and Tenora's kind of helping Fairview, their mistakes, maybe a fumble, penalty or whatever. But you still got to give Fairview credit. They've only let him in the end zone one time.
On the other side, if you're Eric Becker and that Tinora, the mistakes in that first half got to be first and foremost.
Yeah, frustrating. If I'm him, I'm going to halftime and say, guys, we can play with these guys. We can score every time we have the ball. We just got to, clean up the stupid things that we're doing, cover the ball, penalties. We can drive down and we can score. We have that ability and capability to do that every time. And defensively, they just got to simplify things is what they got to do. And I don't know exactly, what their scheme is, but multiple times guys are running free and getting behind their DBs. And, if you just got to go to simple cover 3 and keep everything in front of you, so be it. At least that gives you a chance for Fairview to make a mistake. Right now, it's 1 or 2 plays, and they're over the top, and it's 6 plays. So he's got some things that, they got to get corrected. But the thing is, they could be right in this game. It's not like, the score, it looks like they're getting blown out, but it's really not what's happened. It's just mistakes have hurt Tinora.
Well, and, the big plays are going to come from this Fairview offense. And I guess, kind of to your point there, limiting what they're able to do with those big plays or how many of those big plays they can get. And right now, I mean, we've seen it time and time again. They need a big play, and not only do they get the big play, they get more than they needed just with that breakdown in the secondary.
Yeah, and you're exactly right, Josh. It's killing them because you want a team to drive on you. You want a team to go 10, 12, 15 plays. That means that they got to do everything right to score. I'm okay with that. But when it's third down and 15 and you got them all the way backed up on their own 8-yard line and you give up 58, 60-yard pass, those are things that just cannot happen, and that's what's hurting Tinora. And like I said, they just got to simplify things a little bit and not make it so complicated. Looks like there's some confusion on the back end, and against a team like this, that's one thing that you absolutely cannot have.
Some other scores from around the GMC. Second quarter, Paulding 14-0 over Ayersville. Paulding's had a pretty good start to this new season here in 2024.
Yeah, I think Paulding's going to be one of the front runners. I honestly think that they're going to be able to contend with Tinora and also Fairview, just because they got a very talented couple classes there. I think that sophomore class is the class that went through the GMC as when they were in junior high and won it all. And those kids are now in high school, and they got some good players, some good offense and defensive linemen, and some very good skilled people. So that doesn't surprise me where they're at, and kudos to Paulding.
Hicksville leading Antwerp at halftime 15-6. Aces looking like they've kind of sputtered here and there, a little this, little that, but lead over Antwerp. That's got to be a confidence thing for. I mean, Yeah,
I think those are two teams that's looking to find their identity, to find what they're good at, and they're getting to the point in the season where you got two evenly matched teams. Maybe not the top tier teams, in the league, but these guys are fighting to so to speak, stay out of that bottom half. And as a coach, you always try to portray that to the kids. Hey, we want to be in that upper half of the league, and I think that's what these guys are fighting for. And I'm sure that both teams are really hungry for a win here.
Defiance, we'll just take a quick look there on the road at Shawnee tonight, 36-7. Bulldogs have kind of been clicking a little bit better the last couple of weeks. Some of the injury bugs going away a little bit, but they've really kind of found their offensive flow the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think it's twofold here. You got the injury bug that they're getting over, and I think that the first part of their schedule of the year was pretty doggone good. They played some really good football teams, and with Wapakoneta and with Napoleon and
St.
now,
Mary's,
St. Mary's, and now they're getting into the part of the league where they should be winning, they should be dominating and moving up in the computer points, and I think they're tied for 8th or 9th in their region, and man, you couldn't ask for anything better at this point in the season.
Yeah, and that's something we didn't really get to, but the first official computer points were out this week. Defiance tied for 9th. Fairview, in Division 6, Region 22, they're in at 10th right now. And keep in mind now, top 16 are getting in, and top 8 are getting a home game.
Yep. Things have definitely changed with the new system.
Second half kickoff coming back. This is DeLarber with it. I think they ran a little reverse back there.
Yep.
And
why not?
Hey, down 28-7. Start this second half out with a little extra boost of confidence to your team. And look at that. You got field position out near the 40.
Good field position for Tinora. They got to come out, and they just got to establish the run game. They got to be efficient with the passing game. And, more importantly is they got to stick that ball across the goal line. And let's see what they do here on first down.
So first down and 10. We saw a lot of heavy pass to close out that first half. Will they go back to trying to establish the run, and they're going to have their first penalty of the second half already. We talked about mistakes. And
there we go again. Yeah, that's exactly what, Tinora did not want. They had a really nice return, and now they're first down and 15. And, their offense really isn't built, for this type of situation. So let's see what they can get on first down, and I'm sure the play call was changed.
So first and 15, that backs them up to the 34-yard line. Single back in the backfield for Farrell, and he's going to fake the toss. Looking back to pass, he'll go across the middle. Almost intercepted. Nice job out there in the open field. That was John Huffman Jr. for Fairview. Got his big paws up there, and able to knock that one away.
Yeah, that was nice defensive play by Fairview. Looked like they were in like a cover 4 situation where they dropped all 4 DBs. And I tell you what, that ball was threaded in there, and it was a good play by Fairview. He's got an arm on him.
He does.
Man, I'm really impressed.
Second down and 15. 2 backs now in the backfield with Owen Farrell, the sophomore quarterback, looking to throw. He'll just hit it out of the backfield to Graziani. He'll go across the 35 out near the 40 and near the 42-yard line. He's going to get about half of that 15. And now that's one of the guys you always want to know where he's at. And I think that's kind of what Coach Becker was thinking. If we put him in the backfield, we move him around, but really haven't seen him in a lot of action here tonight.
No, that was a really nice design play. There was a 2-back set, and they let a back out to block on their perimeter, and then they just dumped it to him, and he was able to make a play out there in open field. And I thought if he would have cut it to the outside, he might have got a little bit more, but they're still third down and manageable.
So third down and a long 7. Empty backfield, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left for Farrell. He's going to drop back to pass, pressure coming. He's going to be up in the pocket, and he'll drop it off to Graziani across midfield. He's going to have enough for a first down, but penalty markers in the back, and I think there was a handful of jersey back there.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be holding, and, this is a situation where I think the quarterback's just got to make his decision a little bit sooner, because if he takes off sooner, you might not get that holding because that lineman's going to know that he's gone. So, that's a tough play. It's a tough situation for the offensive lineman there.
So it's going to back him up and negate, again, the scramble drill, right? We've seen it so many times tonight. Gains 20.
Yeah, and once again, he took off running, but what did he do? He threw it. He's throwing on the run. I just think it would be better if you just made a decision either to throw it or run it, and this is really kind of hurting him a little bit when he's in that gray area.
So to check the spot here. 32-yard line. It'll be third down and 18. And let's see what they can do. It looks like Fairview's going to show a little pressure here. They're going to back off into coverage. Plenty of time to throw. Pocket collapses. He's going to tuck it down. He's going to run, trips, and falls. Looked like he was trying to make a little cutback there and just lost his footing.
Yeah, but he made a decision to run the ball. That's what I like to see. The offensive lineman was in down. And kudos to Fairview. That was a 3-man rush that brought the pressure to flush him out of the pocket. Then they were able to rally to the ball once he did take off. So a good defensive scheme by Fairview and forced him to punt. And that's not what Tinora wanted to do for sure.
So it'll be fourth down and 14 at the 35-yard line. Olinger will stand at his 28. And a high booming punt once again. This will go away from Olinger. It's going to take a Tinora hop before it dies. It'll be inside the 30-yard line, and the Fairview offense will have their first shot at it here in the second half. And, well, you mentioned it, Owen Farrell, again, settling in here, but the arm on that young man, he throws a really nice football.
He does. He's got a cannon. He's got a really quick release, and I'm really, really impressed with the young man, and he's only going to get better as the season goes on and as his career goes on. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with throughout the years here.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Apaches at their own 29-yard line. A 4 receiver set, a pair on either side, and it'll be Zedek back to pass. He's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield, and a beautiful job there. Penetration, and we've said this young man's name before. Fairview offense.
Tinora was in a 4-man rush, and they took their down tackle, and they took him and just crushed the guard down inside and opened up the B gap for him to blitz in, and that's exactly what he did. That was a really nice execution play by Tinora for the defensive front for that sack.
Lost 12 back to the 17-yard line. Second and 22, back to pass. Pocket collapses again. He's going to be flushed out to his right. He'll throw on the run. It'll be intercepted. And out of the hands of Gavin Mead, and it'll be hauled in. And I believe that was Schaffler with the interception. So the first turnover of the night for Fairview. And this is going to give the Tinora offense maybe a little bit of momentum here, Chris, and good field position.
Well, let's go back to the defense. They kept everybody in front of them. That's what caused that turnover right there. Now you're right. Now they got great field position. They got to capitalize on this situation here.
First down at 10 at the Fairview 25-yard line, as Graziani will be in the backfield, trips to the right on 1st and 10, looking to throw. All kinds of time this time. He's going to be flushed out to his right, looking downfield. It'll be into coverage. It's going to be hauled in on that near sideline. And that was caught by Schaffler again. That has been the favorite target tonight here of Owen Farrell.
That was a one-handed catch down there, and he threw into traffic. I don't know if that was the best decision, and they came out of that one okay, but that would have been a ball that I would have thrown away, or he should have gotten out of bounds. Sometimes what they say, it's better to be lucky than good.
1st down and 10 at the 14 inside the Stanball Jewelers red zone. Go the Tinora Rams. Trips to the right. He's going to fake the throw to be the second man through, and that's Devin Llewellyn with the football. He's going to fall forward for a couple.
We have a flag on the play. I think it might be face mask, which will move Tinora closer to the end zone.
And the officials are coming together here, and they're going to mark this one off.
It's face mask. Yep.
So to put the ball down, trying to see where they spotted that. It's on the far side away from us. It's going to be 1st down and goal, I think, at the 5. And Tinora again in our Stanball Jewelers red zone here. 2 backs in the backfield with Farrell. It'll be the second man, Replogle. He'll go left side. He's going to be hit, spins, and he's going to get maybe a yard. Nice job by that Fairview defense. A yard. Nice job by that Fairview defense to stuff the hole.
Yeah, Tinora went with an off tackle. They pulled and kicked out the end and let a guard up through. And Fairview very stout. They're definitely not moving on that. There was no place to run. Good defensive stand there for Fairview.
2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line. No gain. Be 2 backs in the backfield with Owen Farrell. And it will be second man through, just right up the gut. He's pushing towards the end zone, waiting for a signal, touchdown. And they're going to get a touchdown here. And I believe that was Cooper Replogle, second man through the hole, and he scampers in. Nice job of keeping the legs moving, and Replogle will go 5 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, just simple isolation play up the middle. They just college ball, they call that insert. You take your fullback and insert him onto the linebacker, and the running back follows him. And that's exactly what he did. And, hey, Tenora's back in this. Big turnover, and they were able to capitalize.
Points off of turnovers. As Bishop's on for the point after, snap is able to get down, and it'll be up and through. So Tinora cuts the lead to and half, 28-14 on a Marco's Pizza scoreboard. We're back with more after this on DCTV Sports. We'll just keep it here. Sorry. We'll keep it here. Big touchdown there for Tinora to cut that lead.
Yeah, confidence. They were clean. They didn't have any penalties. Obviously, they didn't turn the ball over. That's what they're capable of doing, and that should be their goal, every series. I realize they're high school kids, and it's high school football, but the closer that they can get to playing like that series, man, that could be a really good football team out there.
Of course, coming off the interception, and you made a point of it. We were talking about the coverage, and that definitely maybe saw an adjustment there on that first series defensively for Tinora.
This is what I saw. I saw all the white jerseys. In front and all the green jerseys behind. And that simple concept is what was able to get them that interception, because it hit the guy in the hands, but it bounced off, and the only place for the ball to go was into some green jerseys. So I think there was some adjustment at halftime, and you definitely could see it. Let's see if they do it again here.
28-14 on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard. Ensuing kickoff, low line drive kick will take a hop, and it'll be fielded at the 10-yard line. And out across the 15 to the 20, he'll be wrapped up and knocked down out near the 25-yard line.
Good coverage by Tinora.
Gavin Mead, but good coverage there.
You know, I wonder when high school will go to what, you know,
Senior, who kind of one of those guys in the middle of that linebacking core, kind of driving this Tinora defense.
Yeah, it looks like he's making all the adjustments for him too. So give that young man a lot of kudos. And that was a design play, and they stepped up and held him well on first down.
4 receivers to the right of Zedike. Single receiver to his left will be Gavin Mead.
Getting the play from the sideline. Change the play. See what he does here.
Roll to his right, just a little flat shot and overshot Gavin Gart.
Ooh, decision here by Tinora if they want to accept it or decline it. I would decline it, make it 4th down.
So if you decline it, it'll be about 4th and 4 perhaps.
See where they spot. They got it. They have it spotted 3rd down and 8 is what it looks like.
Wow.
Looks like they're taking it.
So they'll take it, push it back, and
I don't know. That's a tough call there.
I didn't see the penalty marker myself at first. As our good friend Adam Gubernath will tell you that sometimes corn stalks and flags get confused out here.
That is true.
Ask him about that sometimes.
That is true in the GMC. That is 100% true.
So 3rd down and 19 back at the 27-yard line as Fairview will shift guys all over the field. They're going to go 5 wide, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Play clock at 2. They get the play off, and Zedike will try to run this one. He's going to be hit and dropped, and that is a beautiful job coming up for Tinora. That was Cooper Raplogel, who came up and just absolutely was not going to let William Zedike get any more yards.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like they got him listed at outside linebacker, and he came up and made a really nice play, not allowing him to escape. And here's the thing. Tinora kept everybody in front of him again to put him in that situation. So far it looks like their adjustments at halftime are working. They can get right back in the ball game here with a good return and a score. Make it a 1-score game.
Under 5 to play, 3rd quarter. Fairview on to punt, and it will be a line drive kick, and it'll be fielded at the 45-yard line. This is Graziani across midfield, and Tinora will start this drive in Fairview territory. And just like you said, a score here. Now we're into a 1-point game.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, a one-score game.
Yep. Good field position. And here's what I like about that punt. They fielded it. So many times you see in high school ball where they don't field it, and it puts you in a bad situation. It bounces. I really like that young man catching it and getting 10 yards and puts him across the 50. And here we go. I mean, what a great situation for Tinora. No back.
5 wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of going away from that run that we expected to see here tonight. But Owen Farrell, you said it, got a great arm and has growing confidence every series. Back to pass. He'll be flushed out of the pocket to his right. He's going to go throw back across to Schaffler, and it'll fall incomplete. And there's a little combination there that he likes. I don't know if it's lucky number 13 or what, but those two have kind of gotten on the same page here in this ball game.
A couple things there. One, he was indecisive again. Okay, either throw it or run it. And number two is he broke the golden rule as he threw across his body, and he had to put a little extra on it. So I would just rather run the ball, get out of bounds, and live for another day.
2nd down and 10 at the Fairview 48-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield now with Farrell. And it will be Graziani with the football up the middle. He's going to cut back. He's going to have a nice run here on 2nd down. This will bring up a 3rd and manageable situation for the Tinora offense.
Oh, yeah. Good push up front by the offensive line. And to be honest with you, if I'm Coach Becker, I'm saying, okay, guys, we got 2 downs here. 2 downs to get the 1st down. Let's get it to our man, and let's see what we can do right here.
It'll be 3rd and 3 at the Fairview 41-yard line. Clock spinning near the 4-minute mark, 3rd quarter in this Week 5 Green Meadows Conference matchup between 2 Defiance County teams here at Justin F. Kressel Stadium. 2 backs again in the backfield. It'll be a fake play action. He's going to roll to his right, and he'll fire down the right sideline.
Oh.
And he breaks away from the man. This will be caught down inside the 10-yard line, and a beautiful catch. And once again, you got it. Dylan Schaffler is the man that Owen Farrell is looking for, and that will go for about 30 yards inside our Stanball Jewelers red zone. And again,
flipping the script here. That's a situation where Fairview came up for the scramble, and they got over top. That's exactly what happened to Tinora in the first half.
1st and goal from the 6-yard line now. Graziani in the backfield. They'll just toss it to the left, and he'll be hit in the backfield and still churning those legs forward a little bit. Maybe a yard or 2.
Going back to that play, that young man, he's got an arm. I mean, he slung that about 40 yards, and it was right on target.
On the run.
I'm really impressed with him, and Tenora's getting some momentum, and they're getting push. Everything's going in the right direction now. They're getting positive yards on the run game. That didn't happen in the first half.
We'll give him 3 on 1st down, so 2nd and goal now from the 3-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield with Farrell. It'll be the 2nd man through. That's for Plogel. He's going to go left side. He's going to go in for the touchdown. That's Devin Llewellyn. And a 3-yard touchdown run for Llewellyn. And, hey, don't look now, but
we got ourselves a football game.
We got ourselves a football game indeed. So Llewellyn will go in from 3 yards out.
Tenora's not shooting themselves in the foot now. They're executing. They're staying on schedule, things that we've talked about all night long, and it's paying dividends for them.
Jacob Bishop on for the point after. Snap is there. Hold is down. Kick is up. And the kick is good. And just like that, they've cut it to 1 score. Fairview 28, Tinora 21 on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard. We're back with more after this on DCTV Sports.
Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center. Personalized service and quality products in a friendly and caring atmosphere. Schedule your appointment today. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center. Stadium Drive in Defiance and online at visionsource-brunswickeye.com.
Welcome back to Justin F. Kressel Stadium. Josh Bush, Chris Dale's with you, week number 5. And, that touchdown, to give credit to the Tinora defense there, step it up, forcing that punt, getting good field position, and giving their offense the opportunity to get in the end zone. Yeah,
there's definitely a momentum swing here, and it's definitely for the Tinora side. And they're able to get some stops on defense. They're executing well on offense. They're 2 for 2 now on scores in the second half. And, if you're a coach, that's exactly how you want the script to be written. And they're right back in the ball game. And if they can get a stop here, they can tie this thing up. And we'll see how Fairview responds.
Yep. And that's one of the things you always want to see out of these young men is, hey, when you face a little adversity, how are you going to respond to what's going on?
Most definitely. That's the name of the game. It's high school football and being able to overcome adversity.
Ensuing kickoff, a high end-over-end kick. This is going to go into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So we'll bring it out there, and I'll tell you what, Bishop's got a boot on him.
Yeah, he does. And, and for high school sports, for a team to start on the 20-yard line, that's a big advantage, for Tinora. And let's see if they can take advantage of that situation here.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Apaches at their own 20-yard line. 2:46 to go third quarter, 28-21 on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard. The Apaches with that 7-point lead, but it's been all Tinora here to start this third quarter. 5 receivers. Zedek with 3 to his right. He'll just come across the middle, and it'll be caught underneath by Gavin Garza. Chris, to your point, the green jerseys were behind him.
Yep, good execution.
You give that underneath, right?
Yep. Hey, that's okay. Good execution by Fairview. They took what Tinora gave them. So you're going to if you keep doing that, you're going to force them to make, 10, 12 plays to score. Now they have a greater chance of, committing an error, an interception. That's exactly what happened. So both teams, good job on that.
5 receivers set again as they look to the sideline, changing things up a little bit. High snap, but Zedek will just take it and run it, and it was a design run.
Yep.
Alex Homeyer says, not here, not today.
Design run right into a corner blitz or an off-the-edge blitz, and that's a good call by Tinora, with that blitz off the end.
So no gain.
Tenora's going to a 4-man front, and they're blitzing one of their linebackers every time, creating some pressure. And they call this a fire zone, pressure with zone behind it. Yep.
And then it'll be complete to Olinger, and here's the tough part of that. Olinger, and he tries to leap DeLarber out across the 50 to the 45. And the dangerous part about this Fairview offense, giving those young receivers, and we talked about the sophomore class, a lot of weapons out there.
Very talented.
They have a lot of athletic ability when they get in wide open space.
And you just saw it right there. Tinora was in great position. They just made a good play.
And it'll be Zedek dropping the football after he had it in the snap, and they're going to lose about 8 yards on this, but he's able to come away with it, but it's kind of slipped out of his hands.
Going back to that last play, just a simple, 10-yard stop. Fairview did a great job of protecting the quarterback. Nice throw, nice catch, and then it was, the yards after the catch, the yak, and Tinora missed some tackles, but again, they had people in front of them. So we'll see if that continues.
4 receivers to the right of Zedek, and he's got pressure coming. He's got a wide open man, and he was trying to find Brody Williams. All kind of pressure in his face, though, and give credit there. That defensive front for Tinora, really some great penetration on that down.
Yeah, here's what they're doing. They're going to a 4-man front, and they are blitzing 1 or 2 linebackers every time, and then they got a shell zone behind. Looks like either a cover 4 or cover 3, and they call that the fire zone. And I tell you what, this is exactly what Tinora needs to do. Put pressure on the quarterback, keep all the white jerseys in front of them, rally to the football.
Brings up a 3rd down and 18 at the Tinora 49-yard line. Back to pass is Zedek. He's got all kinds of time. He's going to fire it over the middle, and looks like the receiver broke off. Yeah, we got a penalty marker coming. Kind of looked to me like the receiver kind of broke off the route a little bit. And
I don't know about that.
So we'll see.
I know if I was on the sideline, I might be having a little discussion with that back judge, and that's exactly what Coach Becker's doing. He's livid over there because, 1, the ball was overthrown by I don't know how many yards, and number 2, the receiver, he gave up on the route. He ran into the DB. So, I'm not sure, but I guess Fairview will take it.
So
it should not be first down. It should.
So it was 3rd and 18.
Yeah.
So it should not give them the first down. So it should be about 3rd and 3.
I think that Coach Becker, I think he has an argument on that play right there.
I would tend to agree. Yeah. So, well.
It is what it is. You got to play. Got to overcome.
Yep. So 3rd down and 3. Can't control that, but you control how you respond to it. And we'll see what the Tinora defense does here. 5 wide for Fairview. 3 to the left of Zedek. 2 to his right. Tinora looks like they're going to bring some pressure, and they do. They blitz all kinds of guys, and it's going to be one-on-one down the middle and over just out of the reach of John Huffman. He had a step on the defender, but just a little too much mustard on the football.
He placed it in the right place. And, the first half, Fairview made that catch. They did. They did. Tenora's right there again, and it's fourth down. A big fourth down here. Let's see what they do. Tenora's got to defend all those stop routes, or they got to defend like the bubble screen.
So 4th down and 3 at the 34-yard line. Under a minute to play in the third quarter.
All
and
stops,
they'll go stops, and it'll be hauled in. That's Gavin Garza with the football. It's going to be just enough for a first down. They needed 3-4, and they got 6. So
great execution by Fairview. They ran the outside guys deep, and then they just ran the stops we call it a sticks route, just beyond the first down marker, and that's exactly what it was. And wow, great execution by the Fairview Apaches. They knew where they needed to get to, and they got there.
So 30 seconds in rolling in this third quarter. 28-21 Fairview. As we said, the pregame show, 2017, I believe, the last time this game was decided. The final score was a one-score differential. And we've got ourselves a football game here.
Ooh, nice
in week
fill.
number 5.
Woo. That's a fill by that young man.
Alec Schaublin.
We've called his name a few times tonight.
Senior linebacker, 5'9", 190, and I'll tell you what, he is quick to the gap.
And when he gets there, he lets you know. He filled hard on that.
Final 12 minutes coming our way. 28-21, Fairview with the lead after 3 on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard. Fourth quarter is next on DCTV Sports.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
As they switch some things around, they get more confident.
Welcome back to Justin F. Caressel Stadium, and we were just talking about this Tinora team playing much better in this second half, Chris, but you said it in the pregame. Don't mess around with that 1-3 record. This is a team that had a gauntlet to get through in that first 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Like I said, they by far had the toughest non-league schedule in the GMC. And all that's going to pay dividends at some point. You just don't know when. And we might be just seeing that right now in this second half because they're doing some good things. They've cut the gap here to 7, but Fairview's knocking on the door, and we'll see if they're able to slow the Fairview offense down right here.
So we open up the fourth quarter. Fairview will have it 2nd down and 10 at the Tinora 28-yard line as they flip it, and they'll go from your left to right as you're watching at home. It's a little bit different for us because we're in the visitors' press box tonight and on the far side of the field, and got a great view of the field, though, from here. I say that.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. We're just a little bit lower, which is okay.
Keep Andy Singer's head out of our way. I don't know where he went to, but he's not tall enough anyway. It's
no, we can see over top of that.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line. Zedike with 5 receivers, 3 to his right, 2 to his left. And they'll check the sideline. I we heard a whistle.
I'm not sure for sure what's going on here. Looks like there's some confusion out there.
So now we get another whistle.
Stopped it here for the 3rd time for some reason. It's the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
you don't start the clock. You don't start the clock until the ball snapped.
Seems pretty
I think
simple.
that's the way it has been for millennials here.
Don't think that's changed since you.
No, I don't think so. I know I'm old. I've been doing this a long time, but I know that hasn't changed.
All right, so here we go. Final 12 minutes from Tinora. And a 2nd down and 10. Snap is there. He'll go. Oh, he's going to tuck it. And back to the left side, and he just throws that out of bounds. No receiver anywhere in the area.
That was a smart play by him. That really was. The pocket was collapsing. He had nowhere to go. And I guess a white jersey was within 10 yards, I guess, maybe. if that.
I mean, it's pretty close to not having a receiver in the area.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
So we'll go.
They're talking about it right now. They might have just flown over. They drop a flag?
Yep,
they
intentional
did.
grounding. So,
good call.
So that'll be a penalty and a loss of down, if I'm correct, right?
Yes, that is correct. Yeah.
So they're going to mark off some yardage here, and
big play.
That's going to back them all the way up out to the 34-yard line, 33-yard line. So it'll be third down now and 16 for this, and that changes the complexion of the. I mean, this changes everything here on both sides of the football. You've got to
definitely. I mean, this is a situation, like I said, in the pregame, Tinora needs to put Fairview in third and 10, 15 yards, and that's exactly where they're at. And first half, it didn't affect Fairview at all, so we'll see what happens here.
5 receivers set for Zedike, back to pass, pressure coming, hit as he throws. He's going to launch one down the side, and it'll be caught.
What a catch.
It'll be hauled in right over top of the defender. That's Brody Williams. And unbelievable. That's kind of the magic that we saw in that first half. Pressure coming. Zedike stood in there. He took a pop when he threw the football, but he threw a strike, and Brody Williams hauls it in.
Tremendous play by that young man, going up and getting the ball and coming down with it. And for Zedike to get the ball off, people in his face. Wow. Kudos to Fairview. Tremendous play.
So that will go down as a 34-yard touchdown pass. Vandermeid on for the point after, and it'll be no good. I think that might have been partially blocked.
That could be huge here. We'll see. There's lots of time left.
So the point after is no good. On our Marco's Pizza scoreboard, Fairview 34, Tinora 21. We're back after this on DCTV Sports.
Simplify your everyday banking with convenient account options and digital banking features that fit your unique lifestyle. Premier Bank, everyday banking solutions designed for you. Explore solutions today at yourpremierbank.com.
And we welcome you back to Justin F. Caressel Stadium here at Tinora High School. And Fairview answers there, and
they answered. Yep.
I mean, that third quarter was pretty much all Tinora, and Fairview comes out here and gets himself a little bit of cushion on that scoreboard.
Yeah, their athletes just made some plays right there. What can I say? Just two tremendous plays by two athletes and throwing the ball and going up and getting it, and that's the name of the game. Get the ball to your athletes, and that's exactly what they did there.
So that'll extend the lead. The point after was no good, so it's 13-point differential right now on that scoreboard. And now we'll see if Tinora can come back here, and they've got to be able to answer this.
Yep.
I think at this point of the game, if you can't answer, Fairview gets another score. You're kind of in no man's land then, and I think this drive's going to be crucial.
Yep. Josh, you nailed it on the head. This is going to be big for Tinora.
It'll be fielded at the 15-yard line and kind of sliding down as he caught it. It's Lieb, so that'll be where the Tinora offense will come onto the field. And we've said this as we've gone through the night, but Owen Farrell, that sophomore quarterback, has in his second start after being kind of put in there. Dominic Graziani moved to that running back spot to give him some more opportunities to have the football, but Owen Farrell has been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, he has been, and I really like his decision making. And there's a couple times where I think he should have, ran instead of thrown it. But this is his second start.
Second start. Yep. Second start.
He'll get better. He'll get better. That's for sure.
First down, and he's back to throw. Pressure coming. He'll unload it to the left side. This is Graziani with it, and he'll fall forward. He's going to have 5 or 6, but
that's a check down. That's a check down. He looked downfield for the deeper 8 and post cuts, and he checked down to the outside receiver. And for a young man to do that at this level of his career, that's pretty impressive. That's what you see on Saturdays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. He was going to that check down guy, which you got a lot of confidence that Graziani's going to haul that one in. So gain of 5 on first down, 2nd and 5 now. Single back in the backfield. They'll give it to Graziani. He's going to try to bust it to the outside. He gets a block, and he'll come forward. He's going to be close to the first down stick, but a nice run there. And I'll tell you what, give credit to Josh Lieb, the sophomore receiver out there, getting a little extra blocking out there for Graziani.
Sometimes those guys don't get enough credit, for the blocking outside. I believe they gave him a first down, and he might be limping a little bit. I think
you're right. He's limping off to that sideline, so we'll keep an eye on that. Definitely a guy you want to know where number 5's at, and if you're Fairview right now, he's on the sideline.
Yep. I'm sure they know where he's at.
4 receivers set for Farrell. Single back in the backfield. 2 receivers either side. Back to pass again, and he's going to tuck it down. He's going to be hit and dropped.
That's okay. It's okay. He didn't force the ball. He took a little bit of a loss, but he didn't force it, and that was great downfield coverage by Fairview. Everything was covered in the secondary. He had no place to go with the ball.
Well, and one of the things you've talked about is making that decision. He tucked it. He was going to run. He got hit. And he took the loss, but he didn't hesitate with what he was doing. Coverage was there.
There was nowhere. There was nowhere to go. It's okay. As a coach, you're okay with that.
Second down and 13 at the 25-yard line. Empty backfield. 5 receivers set. Trips to his left. He's looking to his right. He's got pressure coming. He eludes the rush. He's going to come back to his right. Pump fake down across his body back, and it'll be in and out of the hands of Josh Lieb. And, throwing back across his body again, not exactly the most advised thing you want to see, but he threw a bullet.
He didn't. Quarterbacks, they work on that every week, and that's called the exit drill where, you get pressure and you got to read the pressure, and he exited with a spin move, and he threw it across his body, but that was a strike. That should have been caught, and that would have been a first down too, Josh.
It was right across the sticks there, but in and out of his hands. It'll bring up a long 3rd down and 13 now. And for the Tinora offense, you want to convert here and stay on the field and keep this Tinora offense on the sideline. Single back in the backfield. Graziani's back in there. Pump fake and pressure coming. He's going to be hit and dropped. And that is a huge penetration play there for sophomore Gavin Garza. Not only is the little bit in the offense as a running back, but plays middle linebacker. Did a nice job of shooting the gap there, forcing pressure, and more importantly, finished that play.
Yeah, a great play by that young man. A blitz, up the middle, and he was able to stay with, the exit, and very good tackle in an open field situation, and bailed him out. Great job by Fairview there.
Bishop will stand in his end zone to punt this one away, and Olinger at midfield. This is going to be a short kick. It's going to take a Tinora hop across midfield into Fairview territory at the 48-yard line, and that's where the Fairview offense will come onto the field. Nice punt there from Bishop out of his own end zone. That's a tough spot to be punting from, but going to kind of stretch the field out a little bit. 57 yards now for this Fairview offense. I know Coach Rakes, he'd love to get a little cushion here if you can. I don't know that you need to strike quick, but you want to finish it off with some points here.
Yeah, they're definitely in the driver's seat right now. Just do what they've been doing, and your ultimate goal is to score. And if they do that, then you're in a really good situation with 8 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game here.
Empty backfield, trips to the right, and 2 receivers to the left, and a little hard count there. And I think they got Tinora to jump off sides.
Got to watch the ball. One of those little mistakes that, make it easy. And, now it's 1st down and 5, and this is where, you might see Fairview take a shot deep. We'll see.
Playbook's pretty wide open
right now. Yes, it is. Yes, sir.
Did you have a favorite play on 1st and 5?
1st and 5, just straight 9. Go get it. Might get a penalty. Hey, we're good. 2nd and 5, we'll get it.
Back to pass. Zedek coming to the left sideline. A receiver fell. Looked like it was Gavin Mead. He was trying to cut to the outside there and just lost his footing, fell down.
Well, we'll see what Tinora can do here if they can respond. And Fairview's in a good situation here, and still lots of plays here they can draw from.
Clock stops. 8:45 to go in the ball game. 34-21. Pressure coming. Zedek eludes it to his right. Schaublin chasing now, and he'll be hit after he throws. And it'll be incomplete as Zedek will be helped up off the sideline. And
good pressure by Tinora here, and Zedek did a nice job of getting outside the pocket. I thought he was gonna run the ball, but he made a good decision of throwing it out of bounds, and he didn't lose anything. And still very manageable. 3rd and 5 for Fairview here.
so we'll see what they draw up here. Clock stopped at 8:36 to go in the 4th quarter. They're just shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Play clock's under 10. They're going to have to get this one off here. 5. Play clock at 3. Shotgun snap to Zedek. He'll go across the middle, and this is broken up. And a nice job there by Mason McQuillan. He kind of jumped that route a little bit, knocked it out.
Yeah. Looks like Coach Rakes is going to punt it. I'm surprised, and we'll give Tinora credit. That was 1st and 5.
Yeah.
And, now Fairview's punting the ball. So, wow, that was a huge set of plays right there. And I think this is the first time Fairview's punted tonight. Is that correct?
Second time.
Second time?
Yep.
Second time?
I think they punted on their first series, if I remember right. Snap is there, and the punt is away. It'll be fielded at the 25-yard line and just kind of up ahead. It will go. And
good coverage by Fairview. Excellent fan coverage. A lot of times people don't talk about special teams, but it takes a lot of work and practice. You got to execute, and a lot of times it's not the starters. And Fairview did a really nice job of fanning out, covering the whole field, and then coming up and making the open field tackle and to keep Tinora, still backed up. So good execution on special teams there by Fairview.
So Tinora will have it here. 1st down and 10 at their own 32-yard line, trailing by 13. 8:22 to go in the ball game. Trips to the right as Farrell's back to pass. Flush to his left. He's going to just toss it out of bounds, and I think that's a wise decision there by a young quarterback.
Good decision by the young quarterback, throwing the ball away, and I was kind of waiting to see if a flag was going to come out there. Fairview, a nice job in the secondary, keeping everybody covered and everybody in front of them. He had no place to go, and
He's being chased out. I mean, either run it out of bounds or throw it away.
There you go. Looks like Fairview's going to play either cover 2 or cover 4 here.
Showing a little bit of
Blitz,
pressure.
Yep,
And
they bail.
Back to pass, and he'll just tuck it down and run. He's going to be hit. And
nice tackle. Nice tackle.
Nice job of getting in there for Fairview. I'm trying to check the number there. That's Gage Mullins, the sophomore linebacker, and this will bring up a long 3rd down here. And this is a tough spot for this Tinora offense. I mean,
this is where Fairview wants him at right here.
So you see what you get here. You got 5 receivers. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left of Farrell. Motion coming from the right to the left. Snap is there. He's back. Pressure coming. He's going to be pushed, and he falls down. He lost his footing back there, and this will be all the way back. It's going to be a huge loss. And Chris, I was going to say, is this 4-down territory? Is it too early? But
no,
not after that. It's not.
Yeah, they got to punt it away here, and Fairview still should get really good field position here. That really hurt him there.
Yep. Almost looked like he just kind of lost his footing. He tried to make a little move back there, and
it's getting that that time of the year, that time of of the nighttime where these fields are getting slick, and it's just a part of high school football.
So 4th and 25 at the 17 as Bishop will stand at his 5 to punt this one away. He's got a long kick, and it'll be fielded by Oldinger at the 45-yard line, and a nice job by that young man. I mean, get it there. And
fair catch,
let your offense come onto the field and work here. Up by 13 with just under 7 minutes to play in the ball game as the Fairview offense, they had 1st and 5 on their last drive and punted it away. So we'll see if you're the Tinora defense, you got to feel pretty good about that series. Can they come out here and get another stop?
Yeah, definitely, and we'll see what Fairview comes out with. And you know, a lot of times when that type of situation happens, they come out with a little screen, maybe a quick run to the outside, and we'll see what happens. And there it is right there, outside run.
They'll give it to Garza on first down. It'll be off the left side. He's going to be hit as he falls forward for a couple. But just to get a couple of plays, just to get a couple of yards, move forward, right?
It was a run play. And right now you got two things in Fairview's favor. One, the scoreboard, and number two, the clock. The clock is running with that play right there. And just an outside zone play, to the left. And you got a couple yards, and the clock's ticking, and that's what they want.
Well, you see, too, the tempo of Fairview slowing down a little bit. They're not quite as fast to the line, and letting that play clock hit at least 10 on just about every play right now. And
I think Coach Rakes is telling them right now, let it run down to, below 5 seconds, and took it all the way down to 2.
So Garza will have it again. He's going to be hit in the backfield. He sneaks away from the first man, makes another guy miss, cuts it back up, and a lot of running there, but I don't think I'm not even sure he got back to the line of scrimmage.
No, but
close.
Yeah, in his effort there, second to none, because he was, easily 5-6 yards, lost just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like there might have been almost a horse collar there, too. I'm surprised they didn't call that on Tinora.
I kind of thought maybe as well, but so it'll be 3rd down and 8 at the 47-yard line. Again, Fairview just taking their time here. Play clock rolling under 10, and
they're milking it.
Game clock nearing the 5-minute mark. Time left in the ball game, and Zedek back to pass. He'll come to the left flat. It'll be caught, but the receiver falls down. That was Garza out of the backfield, and we're seeing players slipping left and right now here at the end of this game.
Yeah, that was like a double cross there. They took the receivers on the left side, and they went across the field or deep, and then they snuck somebody out into the flat over here to the Fairview side. And well-executed play. He just fell down, and you could tell Coach Rakes was pretty upset about that. He really wanted a first down, and now he's going to punt it and give the ball back to Tinora.
So they're going to get it with about 4.5 to go in the ball game. They're going to have 3 timeouts, but down by 2 scores here. So they're going to they didn't do exceptionally well managing the clock at the end of the first half.
No.
They're going to have to move at a little bit faster pace here in this next drive.
Oh, we got a block.
The punt's blocked, and it's going to be knocked down in the backfield, picked up, and this will be down the sideline.
Oh, nice
and
play.
That'll be picked up there. The snap was low, and Alex Homeyer, the senior, in there, blocked the punt and recovered.
Yeah, you can't ask for anything more than that.
Andy and the big guy said, I'm going to bumble down this sideline a little bit.
Sure, you got to love that. Whenever you wear a lineman number and you're able to pick that ball up, that's a special treat there. And the best part about it is Tinora has great field position here.
So they're going to start this drive at about their 21, 22-yard line. And that it all started with the snap. It almost kind of rolled back to him and gave time for the penetration. And Alex Homeyer did a nice job there. And he was almost surprised the ball was just laying there. So a little misdirection on first down.
Yeah.
And
3 people in the backfield.
Second man through, third man through. Cooper Raploga with the football. He's going to gain about 8 on first down, and that's a nice, solid first down run for this Tinora offense, which we've seen a lot of passing in this second half. Kind of coming out here with that run on first down, maybe caught Fairview a little off guard.
Yeah, they call that the counter tray, where they pull a lineman and kick out and then put another guy up through the hole, and Tinora did a nice job of executing that play. They need to do more of that.
Second down and 2, a little fake on the toss sweep to Graziani, and he'll throw left flat. This is caught to DeLarber. He's going to have enough for the first down, and he's going to be in the Stanball Jewelers red zone, and they're going to mark him down at about the 7-yard line. So first down and goal now for Tinora. Look at this. 3.5 to go, and they're knocking on the door pretty quick. That block punt was a huge thing for this Tinora Rams team.
That was play action by Tinora on that last play, and now they're going no back.
Farrell will roll to his right. He's looking end zone, back of the end zone, and there's going to be a penalty marker thrown. He was looking for Schaffel in the back of the end zone, and the back judge is going to get, I think Logan Olinger is going to be the guilty party here, but a pass interference call in the back of the end zone.
Half the distance to the goal.
So they'll mark this one off, and
we'll see what Tinora counters back with here. They should be close to about the 5-yard line, 4 or 5 yard line.
they've got it spotted at the 4-yard line.
There we go.
First down and goal. Again, you keep your first down. You got half the distance to go here. Farrell back to pass, all kinds of time. Now pressure comes. He's pushed out to his right, back of the end zone, and it'll be in and out of the hands. He was looking for Schaffler again in the back of the end zone, and that
he had 2 people wide open.
Yep.
And I think he just put too much on it. But personally, Josh, I think he could have ran it and scored.
Yep.
That's where that decision making comes in.
I kind of thought that too. He had some really.
He had some green.
He didn't have it wasn't all there, but I think he probably could have made his way into that.
It would have been close. Yep.
So nonetheless, second down and goal at the. And the biggest thing there, the clock does stop.
Yep, it does.
It'll be second man through, and he'll push his way. I think he's going to be into the end zone, and he is. And it's a touchdown run, 4-yard touchdown run for Cooper Raplogel. That'll be his second touchdown of the night, this time from 4 yards out. And don't look here, but Tinora has cut the lead down to 7.
Nice isolation play by Tinora off the left side. Just old-fashioned football, just one-on-one up front with the offensive defensive line and just leading up on the linebacker and seeing who's tougher.
Point after is on the way here. Snap is there, hold is there, kick is up, and the kick is good.
That's a big extra point. That's a big extra point.
Cuts that lead to 6.
Yes, sir.
On a Marco's Pizza scoreboard, it's Fairview 34. It's Tinora 28. Back with more after this on DCTV Sports.
Sherwood State Bank, your community bank with locations in Sherwood, Defiance, Fayette, and Archbold. Sherwood State Bank, your community bank since 1945. Online at sherwood.bank. Stanball Jewelers is your trusted source for diamonds, fine jewelry, watches, and gifts. Whether you're looking for a dazzling engagement ring, a timeless anniversary gift, or a present for someone special, Stanball Jewelers has something for every occasion. Visit us today and discover why we've been serving the community since 1948.
Welcome back to Justin F. Kressel Stadium, and well, I'll tell you what, this Tinora team has really kicked it in here in this second half, and really making this, you got to play 4 quarters of football, and that's what we're doing here tonight.
Well, this is just really good to see by 2 good football teams that are slugging it out back and forth, and we're going to see what team is going to execute the best here in the last 3 minutes, and we got ourselves one heck of a football game here, and it's a touchdown and an extra point difference here now. So that extra point was huge. On Fairview's part is missing it. So we'll see how Tinora responds here on the kickoff.
Well, just as much as you could say about the Tinora offense here, defensively have really stifled what Fairview's been trying to do here in this second half.
Yep.
And this one will go out of the back of the end zone, so this will be a touchback, and Fairview will start this drive on their own 20-yard line. 3:05 to go in the ball game. 34-28 Fairview on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard. Both teams with 3 timeouts. That's an eternity of football left here.
Yeah, this is this drive right here might be the drive of the game. We'll see what Tinora is able to do if they can stop Fairview, and if Fairview can drive the field and score, then they might have their next win of the season.
So first down at 10 at their own 20-yard line, 4 receivers to the right, and Zedek will look that way, just a little quick hitter on the outside. This will be complete to John Huffman.
Yeah, they ran quads, and we call it the zero screen, and quarterback just gets it and throws it out there, and while the other 3 guys are blocking, and once again, good first down play. It's just like a run play, and second down and 5.
Clock is spinning. That's what Fairview, I think, looking for there is get that clock a-rolling, gain 5 yards. Second and 5, 5 receivers set here for the Apaches. Back to pass. Looking right side, it'll fall incomplete, a little high. Intended target was Brody Williams, and that pass just it sailed a little bit there on Z-Dike.
Yeah, Tinora went to man coverage, and it looks like they were doubling the inside receiver, and we'll see if they continue with that. If they continue with this man coverage, you might see Coach Riggs take a shot here deep because he's got some athletes out there.
3rd down and 5. Clock stops. 2:28 to go in the ball game. 3rd and 5 at the 25-yard line. 4 receivers to the left, and Z-Dike's going to roll that way. He's just going to throw it off and out of bounds. It'll be over the head of everyone.
Oh, boy.
Looking for Olinger, and this is going to bring up
Here we go.
4th down.
Here we go.
And the Tinora defense, how about that, forcing another punt here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, and there was a guy that ran on late from the Tinora sideline. So I don't know if they were playing with 10 or if they were playing with 12. I don't know. I didn't get to count all of them. But, in the back of your minds right now, you got a snapper who's got to be thinking, oh, crap, I got to get a good snap here because the last one got blocked. And, if I'm Tinora, heck, why not? Let's go after it again. Be smart.
Bring a little pressure here and see what happens. But back to punt is Fairview. They'll make a little motion. And we'll see. Play clock was almost at 0, so now they're going to get they didn't get the timeout and delay a game there. So
that's interesting.
A couple of guys moving around out there, and now all of a sudden going to back it up 5 yards.
Yeah, I don't know what a shifting would have did. It still would have been 4th down and 5, and you're still backed up, and you're still going to have to punt it. So don't quite understand that.
So Huffman will stand at his 5 now to punt this one away. Snap is much better this time, and he's got a low line drive kick.
Got to field it
at the 40, and it'll be picked up by Graziani at the 45-yard line. He'll come forward, makes a couple guys miss, and then it'll be pushed backwards. So Tenora's going to have pretty good field position here.
This is what it's all about. 2 minutes left. The ball's almost on the 40-yard line, and we'll see if Tinora can step up and score, and we'll see if Fairview can step up and keep them out of the end zone. This might be the drive of the game right here.
So we've got 2 minutes and 11 seconds on the clock. Scores 34-28 Fairview on a Marco's Pizza scoreboard. Both teams with 3 timeouts. And Tinora with the football, trailing by 6. 1st down and 10 at the Fairview 41-yard line. Shotgun snap, and Farrell will come to his right and dropped on the sideline there by Jacob Bishop, and that's one he's got to catch.
Yeah, definitely. And here's your thinking for Tinora. You are in 4-down territory no matter what, okay? We don't got to get 10 yards every play. We just got to have positive plays, and if he would have caught that, it would have been a positive play. So now, okay, we got 3 downs to get 10 yards, and, we'll see what Tinora comes back with.
2nd down and 10 at the 41. They're going to go 5 receivers. They'll empty the backfield. Graziani's in the slot to the left. And he's going to look that way. No, he's coming back to the right. Pressure coming. Pocket collapses over the middle, and it's caught. And this will be inside the 35. Completed to Trenton DeLarber, the senior wide receiver. And that's a big play there as the clock is going to be rolling under 2 minutes here.
Yeah, he stepped up in the pocket, and he just drilled it in there. Once again, I'm impressed with that young man's arm. It's right there.
And the decision-making that you talked about that first half, much better in the second half.
And you can see it. He made a decision. He stepped up, and he threw the ball.
Farrell back to pass. Again, 5 receivers out. He's got all kinds of pressure coming to his right, and he'll just throw it at the feet of his intended receiver. I think he was looking for a shuffle on that right side, but nice job of eluding pressure.
Yeah, once again, good decision. If he doesn't throw that ball at the receiver's feet, you're looking at 2nd down and probably 18, so I don't know, 15, somewhere in there. So good decision of throwing the ball away at the receiver's, feet, and 2nd down and 10 is a whole lot better.
So the clock will stop, minute 36 to go, 2nd and 10. 5 receivers set again for Tinora, 3 to the right of Farrell. Now motion will come as Trenton DeLarber will go to the left. Farrell back to pass, and he's going to hit his wide-open receiver on a crossing route. This is Josh Lieb, and he'll go inside the 20, down inside the 10, and just a nice little soft spot underneath, and Lieb on that cross. all kinds of green space.
And Tinora got away with a blindside block, too, by the receiver. Defenseless DB there. So they caught a break on that one.
Inside our Stanball Jewelers red zone, first down and goal from the 8-yard line. And trailing by 6. And every play big now. Graziani with the delay up the middle, and he'll be stopped after a gain of about 3. And it looks like
he was one step away from breaking that.
And Fairview's going to burn a timeout here. And
second down and goal from the 6. Is that what you're seeing?
5, yeah, just outside the 5-6-yard line. So minute 17 to go, down by 6. Tenora's knocking on the door. We'll take a quick timeout. Back with more after this on DCTV Sports.
The Strady Center for the Arts, entertainment on a whole new level. The Strady Center for the Arts presents a full lineup of culture and entertainment right here in our community. Check out the full lineup and purchase your tickets today at defiancearts.org.
Welcome back to Justin F. Cressel Stadium, and boy, what
we got ourselves a football game.
We've got one heck of a football game here in week number 5 as Tinora trailing by 6, a minute 17 to go in the ball game, and they've got a second down and goal. I believe the ball's at the 6-yard line for sophomore quarterback Owen Farrell. We'll have Dominic Graziani to his right. 2 receivers either side. They'll fake it inside to Graziani. Nowhere to go. Pressure coming. He's going to roll to his left. Penalty marker is out. And he'll force it up in the air, and this will be incomplete. That's a dangerous spot for the ball to pop up in the air, but I think this one's going to be hold.
It's going to be 10 yards coming back. Yep. You know, that's where the defender for Fairview made an inside move, and he just drove him down inside. And I think he got his arm caught around him. And, wow, that's a tough one. That's a big penalty right there because you're knocking on the door. Your playbook is open, run, pass. You still got timeouts left. Now it's kind of going to force you to throw the ball.
So they'll back him up to the 16-yard line. It'll be second down and 6. Well, in the last 5, the average margin of victory, 35.6. Not so
tonight.
fast.
Not tonight. And this is what you like to see. You like to see 2 high school teams going at it, rivalry schools, and just playing hard. You got to love it.
2 receivers either side. Graziani in the backfield is Farrell's back to pass. He's looking downfield. Pocket collapses. All kinds of pressure coming his way. He eludes the rush, and he's going to be hit inside the 15. And he took a pop on that sideline. He's going to be out at the...
Got 2 tries to get it in here.
So third down and goal now at the, I think they're going to say 13-yard line. Nice pressure and penetration there from Fairview that time and making that pocket move.
Yeah. We'll see if the ball's on this hash, so we'll see if they roll him out to the wide side of the field, give him a little bit more room to work with.
10 seconds on the play clock. They haven't even broke the huddle yet, so I think they're going to have to.
Oh, that's a
5 seconds.
Tough mistake. Oh man, you can't have that.
So
you got to have the play called and ready to go because you might need that timeout if you get down there close.
So 57 seconds to go. Tenora's going to burn a timeout. It's a Mark Motes Ford timeout. We'll take it with them. Back with the finish after this on DCTV Sports. Welcome back to Justin F. Cressel Stadium. And, Kristen, we were just talking, this is the kind of performance you like to see out of these teams.
Yeah.
You know, you started the game going 100%, and that's what we're seeing here in the final. We're down to the final 45 seconds, and that's what we're seeing here tonight.
As a head coach, you can't ask for anything more. Your kids are playing hard. They're fighting to the end. They're, scrapping and fighting out there, and you just love to see that with high school kids, and you hate to see a loser in a game like this. But kudos to both teams and to both staffs getting their teams prepared, for this big game.
Well, the game clock had started, so it was all the way down to, I think, about 20 seconds. So the officials are.
That should not happen. We're playing at Tinora. Now, I could see that if we were playing at Fairview. So, I have seen that stuff happen in my time.
It happens.
Hit
the wrong button, right?
Sure. Right. right.
So 57 seconds on the clock, 3rd down and goal from the 13. 2 backs in the backfield, and they'll just give it to the first man through. And he's got all kinds of room to go, and it's going to be pursued very well by Fairview. Brody Williams coming up and making the tackle. That was Cooper Replogle. And now the Fairview faithful are saying the clock never stopped, and they are correct. The clock was at 57, and it was still at 57. Now it's running.
Well, here we go. Ball game. Game. I tell you what, Fairview's DBs came up and made a heck of a stand right there because I thought he was going to score.
Yeah, he had a lot of green grass.
He really did. Yep.
And they closed that gap really, really quickly. And kudos to them. And they're trying to work on this scoreboard again.
Yeah,
so.
I think the clock operator here, they're going to have a little discussion with.
So they reset it to 57, and then it just sat at 57. So they're
going to tell them to put X number of time back on the clock. We'll see what it comes up with.
So I guess what do they do here, Chris? I mean, do the officials just get together and say, "Well, I think it was about 7 seconds"?
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much right on that. They're just gonna the average play was a run play. So, here we go. But here it is 4th down, right?
Yep, it'll be 4th and goal at
the
13-yard line. Ball game will be on this play here.
You go back to that penalty. If they don't have that penalty, he probably scores. So here we go, ball game.
So the clock is, they're still having problems with the clock as they set the clock to spin, but nope, there it goes. Now it's spinning. Now it's stopped. Now it's spinning. Now it's stopping. What are we doing here?
Wow.
So obviously some.
We got some fans here that they're getting a little upset here. I'm glad I'm inside.
I'm glad you're not wearing the striped shirt out there.
Definitely.
And even though it's not their fault, right?
I don't know what quite is going on. I mean, maybe they're just watching what they're signaling. I mean, it's got to be a two-way communication between the referee and
I saw him wind the arm to start the clock, but the clock, and then I glanced at the clock, and it didn't move. So there we go. Now it's rolling.
All right. Wait. What? All right, timeout. By Fairview.
Fairview's going to.
All that for a timeout. This last 42 seconds is taking
10 minutes.
10 or 15 minutes, that's for sure.
All right, it's a Mark Moats Ford timeout. Fairview will take theirs. Let's take it with them. We'll regroup. We'll find a clock operator, and we'll get this one done. The finish of this one next, right here on DCTV Sports.
Visit Mark Moats Ford and check out some of the best new Ford models. Mark Moats Ford has been serving the Defiance community since 1916. Visit them today, County Road 424 in Defiance, and online at markmoatsford.com.
Well, what a finish we've got here. 44 seconds on the game clock. As you see the Tinora huddle over there, and 4th down and 13. Obviously, it's all going to ride on this play right here, and no room for a first down.
Nope.
If you're Coach Rakes in that huddle, you're saying, hey, listen, let's keep it clean. Let's not get no penalties here on this 4th down, and just know your assignment, know what you're doing, and execute.
Yep. Pressure's on Tinora. They got to call the perfect play, and they got to execute it right now. So pressure's on them, and then if they do score, and then it comes down to the extra point. But looks like we got quads up top, and here we go. Ball game right here.
4 receivers to the left of Owen Farrell. But the single receiver is Schaffler, and now Tenora's going to take a timeout.
Chess match. Here we go.
So they wanted to see what the defensive set was going to be, or who knows what the day it is. But Mark Motes Ford timeout. Let's take another one. We'll be back after this on DCTV Sports.
Visit Mark Motes Ford and check out some of the best new Ford models. Mark Motes Ford has been serving the Defiance community since 1916. Visit them today, County Road 424 in Defiance, and online at markmotesford.com.
Welcome back to Justin F. Caressel Stadium. Well, the clock still says 44 seconds, Chris.
Yeah, it's sure it's not 44 minutes. I don't know.
Well, this is nonetheless, however this one works out here tonight, if you're on either side of this football,
you got to be proud of your kids.
You got to be proud of your kids, because, and I'll go back to even that first half. If you're Eric Becker, it would have been real easy for Tinora to come out in that second half and just
die,
kind of go with it. Yeah,
and not do that.
They won that third quarter,
they sure
hands
did.
down. And
gave them momentum, gave them belief, gave them confidence. You name it, and I think that's a big reason why this has turned into one heck of a football game. Looks like we got quads again to the top. Looks like Fairview's in. Looks like they're in man-to-man coverage. So we'll see what happens here.
So here we go. 4th down and goal from the 13-yard line. Empty backfield for Owen Farrell, the sophomore quarterback in his second start. He's going to drop back to pass. All kinds of time, looking across the middle.
Oh, my
And it's
gosh.
caught by Graziani in the end zone.
Oh, here we go.
And Dominic Graziani with a 13-yard touchdown catch.
What a pass. What a bullet.
With 38 seconds to go in the ball game, that
oh my God,
ties the ball game.
And that was literally his third or fourth option. He was looking for the wheel route outside. It wasn't there. A curl route, and then he came across.
And
incredible.
Tenora's going to take a timeout here, another Mark Motes Ford timeout. The point after, I mean, you want to settle down, right? I mean, this is
both teams. But here's the thing, Josh. No matter if you make it or not, here's the deal. Fairview's going to get the ball back, and with the type of offense they have, they can score. They can score in 30 seconds. So I think the kickoff is going to be huge. How far will they be able to pin them? So, obviously, got to take care of the extra point, and we'll see what happens. Or we might be going into overtime.
So this is a huge kick here for the Tinora Rams, and it'll be Jacob Bishop who will come on.
Wow, what a play. What a play by Tinora.
And how about the young sophomore quarterback?
Wow, I'm impressed. I mean, that kid's got a future. I'm surprised he didn't start before this.
Graziani will hold. Jacob Bishop will do the kicking. And it will be
We're going to kick it again.
Yep.
We're going to kick it again. Because there was a false start. We're going to kick it again.
Yep, and it was just off the center, I believe, to the left side.
I think it was the left guard. Yep.
So that's going to
more
back
drama. Here we go.
Wow, here we go. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, just puts another element to this. You got to watch the ball. You got to focus. You practice this. You tell the guys, watch the ball, watch the ball, watch the ball.
So this will be put down now at the 15-yard line, so it'll be a 25-yard point after attempt for Jacob Bishop.
They did it again. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
And this one's going to go against
Fairview. They're calling it on Fairview? They're calling that they did it on purpose, that they made a sound that imitated, because there's no sound on the PAT. I have never seen that. I have never seen that.
Well, there was a little bit of movement down on this end.
There was. You tell your guys to do that,
right,
to draw them off.
Yep.
Unless he said something. That's the only thing I can think of. Wow, I have never seen that.
So the ball will be moved back.
So now we're back to where we started from.
This has been an entertaining final minute.
Oh,
hasn't
man, this is great. I love it. Now, wait. What? Okay. I thought he was going to move it back again.
All right, so here we go. The ball will be put down at the 11-yard line. Graziani the hold. The snap is there. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good.
Oh, my.
And Tinora with their first
lead of the game.
Of the night. And it comes with 38 seconds to go. And on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard, Tinora 35, Fairview 34. Wow.
What a comeback. What a comeback. But like I said, Josh, there's 38 seconds. So Fairview has the type of offense to get down, score. I don't know what the range of their field goal kicker is, but I know he kicks off well.
Yep.
So
and
this game's not over.
He's not attempted any. I can tell you this: he has not attempted a field goal.
Okay.
He was 13 of 14, I believe, on PATs coming in. 13 of 14 on PATs. He missed one here earlier tonight, so he's missed 2 PATs on the season. So, but yeah, I mean, what a fantastic way to bring ourselves to the halfway mark of the high school football season. Can you believe that?
Is that 28 unanswered points by Tinora? Is that correct? In the second half?
It'll be no.
Was it 7 at halftime?
Yeah. They scored twice in the third. Fairview scored in the fourth, and then Tinora scored 2 more.
Yeah, so 28 unanswered points. Well, 28 points this half.
Yep.
Wow. Let's see what we do here.
The ensuing kickoff here, and it's a long boot by Bishop, and that's going to go out of the end zone and a touchback. So here we go. Let's set it up for you. Fairview will come out here. They're trail by 1 on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard, 35-34. And I thought they had a timeout left. They just took it off They
took off all of them. I think something happened. Wait.
So Fairview still had 1.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, there we go. Maybe they're having some troubles with the scoreboard. So 38 seconds to go. Now, according to that, there are no timeouts. But first down and 10 for Fairview at their own 20-yard line.
Don't count them out.
Zedike with 5 receivers. And he'll look to the left side. It'll be complete and out of bounds. That'll be hauled in by Gavin Mead, the sophomore. And it's
only
just
4 seconds.
It only took 4 seconds.
They could do that all night long.
Second down and 2.
They're gonna work the sideline hard. They're gonna work it hard every time.
Pressure coming on Zedike. He eludes the rush, and it'll be over the middle and incomplete. And
good decision. Stop the clock.
So the clock does stop. 30 seconds. And they do have a timeout. Okay, they put the timeout back up there. I thought they still had 1 timeout. So 30 seconds to the timeout. Ball on the 28-yard line. Third down and 2. Tinora just 4-man rush, and they'll just jump it off to the sideline. Gavin Mead will haul it in. He's got the first down. He goes out of bounds. Save the timeout. 25 seconds to go.
25 seconds is eternity for Fairview. I mean, they can do this all night long. Just dink them down the field, 10 yards at a pop.
Yep. And that's what you're looking at right now. 10 yards every 4 seconds.
Yep. That's their game plan. And everything's going to be to the outside. Everything is to the outside.
Will haul this one in, and they will not get out of bounds. That's Brody
huge.
Williams, and that will
huge.
force Doug Rakes to burn his final timeout.
He's thrown all the way across the field from one hash all the way to the other side, and that kind of surprises me because it gives your receiver no chance to get out of bounds just because of the defense being able to react to that.
So Mark Moats Ford timeout. We'll keep it here, and final 17 seconds. We've hit on this a little bit, but this I think second half we've seen maybe the turning of the tides here for sure in the game. But you mentioned it at what point would we see Tinora kind of come alive and come out of that shell, and when would we see Owen Farrell really take that next step? I think the second half here tonight has shown a lot about this team offensively and about that young quarterback.
Yeah, they definitely grew up tonight. He definitely grew up tonight. Win, lose, draw, that young man had made great strides tonight. He definitely grew up. You could see his confidence level grow and grow and grow. And like I said, I am truly impressed on the arm that young man has. And more importantly, his decision-making the second half has been absolutely critical in their success.
So 2nd down and 6, ball at the 42-yard line. They'll just come to the near sideline. Olinger will have it across midfield. He's going to go into Tinora territory, and he'll scamper out of bounds and stops the clock with 11 seconds to go.
They might take a shot at the end zone right here, right now. We'll see.
Ball will be spotted at the Tinora 44-yard line. They're going to go quick to the line. No timeouts left. 11 seconds on the clock. And it's Zedek going left side, and he will be.
Is that intercepted?
Looks like it's.
Nope, it's on the ground. It's on the ground. That was close to interference. The Fairview coaches, they're a little upset at that call.
So they're a little hand checking on that sideline between Bishop and Meade.
It's a good no call. Good no call.
Clock
Both
stops.
of them have a right to the ball.
Clock stops with 5 seconds to go. No timeouts for either of these teams. So
this is the game right here.
Barring a penalty, it is more than likely the last play of the game. York. Play clock at 7. They're going to have to get this one off. Play clock at 5. Play clock at 3. Play clock at 2. They get it off just in time. Zedek back to pass. He's going to heave one up down the left sideline. It'll be intercepted on the left sideline.
What a comeback.
And
what
that is
a comeback.
Josh Lieb, and he'll intercept it, and that is how the ball game will end. Wow.
If you were going to tell me that Tinora was going to come back after their performance in the first half and then being down and play like they did, wow. I'm really impressed with the adjustments at halftime, especially defensively.
Final score on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard: Tinora 35, Fairview 34. Stick around. Our postgame show is coming up.
Visit Mark Moats Ford and check out some of the best new Ford models. Mark Moats Ford has been serving the Defiance community since 1916. Visit them today, County Road 424 in Defiance, and online at markmoatsford.com. Proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding, 419-782-5080. Online at baker-schindler.com. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestill.com. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center. Personalized service and quality products in a friendly and caring atmosphere. Schedule your appointment today. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center, Stadium Drive in Defiance, and online at visionsource-brunswickeye.com.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Simplify your everyday banking with convenient account options and digital banking features that fit your unique lifestyle. Premier Bank, everyday banking solutions designed for you. Explore solutions today at yourpremierbank.com.
Welcome back to Justin F. Caressel Stadium. Final score on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard tonight. Tinora with a comeback win. They knock off Fairview by a final score of 35-34. Let's recap the scoring for you tonight. In the first quarter, it was opened up by an Oldinger 16-yard touchdown pass from Zedike. Point after was good. Fairview up 7-0. That was the only score in the first quarter. Second quarter, again, more Fairview. Garza, a 4-yard touchdown pass. They went up 14-0. Then Fairview tacked on another one. Williams, Brody Williams, a 36-yard touchdown pass from Zedike. That came off of a Tinora fumble, 21-0 Fairview. Tinora got in the end zone with a Josh Lieb touchdown pass from the sophomore quarterback Owen Farrell, 44 yards, 21-7. And then Fairview would tack on one more, 5 minutes to go before halftime, and it was Williams again with a 3-yard touchdown pass. Went into the halftime locker room, 28-7 Fairview. Coming out of that second half, what about this? Tinora flipping the script a little bit. It all started with a Cooper Replogle 5-yard touchdown run and a 28-14 win. And then it was the point after made it 28-14. That came off of that interception. And then it was Devin Llewellyn, a 3-yard touchdown run, 28-21. And then Fairview would tack on one more to start the fourth quarter. Just 17 seconds into the fourth quarter, Brody Williams, a 34-yard touchdown pass. But here's the key there. The point after was missed.
Yep.
34-21. Coming off the blocked punt, Replogle will punch it in from 4 yards out, and that point after made it 34-28. And then with 38 seconds left, sophomore quarterback Owen Farrell hits Dominic Graziani, second or third option across the middle, a 13-yard touchdown pass. The point after was good. Final score on a Marco's Pizza scoreboard, 35-34. Let's take a timeout on our Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center postgame show. We'll come back and finish this one up here for you next on DCTV Sports.
Sherwood State Bank, your community bank with locations in Sherwood, Defiance, Fayette, and Archbold. Sherwood State Bank, your community bank since 1945. Online at sherwood.bank. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center. Personalized service and quality products in a friendly and caring atmosphere. Schedule your appointment today. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center, Stadium Drive in Defiance, and online at visionsource-brunswickeye.com.
Welcome back to Justin F. Caressel Stadium. Our Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center postgame show rolls on. Keep your eyes healthy for a long life of clear vision. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center, your family's vision source. Stadium Drive in Defiance and online at visionsource-brunswickeye.com. Well, Coach,
wow.
I
mean,
I know you've been through some really, really good football games, but I'll tell you what, Tinora coming out in that second half after the way they played in that first half, mistake prone, kind of just, I feel like they left quite a bit on the field in that first half. They come out of that locker room after halftime, and I tell you what, they just absolutely flipped the script here tonight. And I think it all starts with the defense and what they were able to do.
Definitely.
And they stifled that Fairview offense in the second half.
Tale of two halves, without a doubt. Fairview executed on all cylinders first half. Wow. Just everything they want to do, they did. Tinora, mistake after mistake after mistake the first half. Defensively, just not sound at all in the secondary. People behind them, broken coverages. I don't know what was said at halftime. I don't know what exactly, what true adjustments were made, but this is what I can tell you. There was no white jerseys beyond the green jerseys. They were keeping everything in front of them. They were sound with 4 across, 3 across. So they made some good adjustments, and it definitely paid off. And they didn't have all the stupid mistakes. They didn't have the fumbles. They didn't have the penalties. Just a total flip in halves. A great high school football game. Hate to see either team lose. Came down to an extra point, but that's why you practice that also. And kudos to both teams, both coaching staffs. Great high school football game tonight.
Well, you look at let's look at Fairview first. This is a very talented team with a lot of weapons.
Oh yeah,
they're going to have success moving through the road.
I think that honestly, I think that this league might be shared with one loss, the way that it looks. Both teams got to play Paulding yet. I think that's the next big obstacle, for both teams. They get through that, maybe possibly, Wayne Trace, maybe possibly Edgerton, but you could maybe see a 3-way tie here in the league with one loss. Yep. That's how, balanced that these teams are. And you saw it tonight, 1 point. So really impressed with both teams.
Tinora, we mentioned in the pregame and in the broadcast as well, that 1-3 record, not to sleep on it. And I think, honestly, we talk new look offense. I don't know how new look it is, but, you make that little switch there. Owen Farrell comes in to play quarterback. Dominic Graziani's out, flanked out. He's in the backfield. He's here and there. This is definitely, I think we saw a heavy dose of pass here tonight. I don't think anybody saw coming.
No, this is what I like. I think that the coaching staff realized, whoa, we got some athletes, and we got to get these athletes the ball in space. We have a very talented quarterback that has a tremendous arm. I personally thought that his decision-making the second half was second to none. Did a great job. When you have those types of people, you got to break away from, the old Tinora, wing T, run it 50 times a game, throw in a little bit of a play action. So really impressed in how the coaches have expanded the offense, getting their people, different people, the ball in space. And, that's what high school football has come to now. You either got to do that or kids just got to buy into, the old-fashioned wing T run stuff. If they don't buy into it, it's going to be a struggle. But kudos to them and letting their athletes, do what they do best.
What a game.
Without a doubt, what a game.
All right, our Brunswick Eye and context lens. Oh, my goodness. Say that 3 times fast at the end of the night.
It's been a long night.
Our Brunswick Eye post-game show. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get our player of the game. We'll wrap it up. That's next on DCTV Sports.
Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center. Personalized service and quality products in a friendly and caring atmosphere. Schedule your appointment today. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center, Stadium Drive in Defiance, and online at visionsource-brunswickeye.com.
Welcome back to our Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center post-game show. I got it that time. And we'll look for candidates here for our Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game will receive a DCTV Sports Player of the Game t-shirt, courtesy of BSN Sports. And this 35-34 victory for Tinora here tonight. We're going to toss a couple of names around, and I think we've come to an agreement on who this is going to be. But I'm going to throw a name at you here. Alex Schaublin, the linebacker for Tinora, that we called his name a lot. And he also anchors that line at center. I think he played a heck of a game here tonight.
Oh, Josh, that's a great call. And maybe we should have an offense and defensive, player of the game. And, and it's so unfortunate that sometimes defensive players, get overlooked. just because, hey, it's defense. But that young man made a lot of big plays. He made a lot of big plays on the run game stop in Fairview, but also on blitzing, coming up the middle. He had 2 or 3 sacks.
One thing that I noted that you pointed out was he was directing traffic on that defense
he
over
was.
there.
Yep.
The adjustments
Yep.
and the cover. I mean, he was kind of calling those plays over there for that defensive side, and that's like having your quarterback on that side of the football. I think that young man, he deserves as much of anybody. But
he deserves the kudos. You can tell he was the general, on the defense, making the adjustments, and he's the Mike linebacker, and that's his job, that's his role, and he played a heck of a game, and he's definitely one of the top defensive players in this league.
Well, Owen Farrell, as we talked, the young man in his second start here tonight for Tinora comes out and, again, not exactly the sharpest in the first half, but grew up.
Grew up fast.
The words you used today, he grew up fast here. The second quarter, like night and day for this young man.
Oh, definitely night and day. And, like I said earlier, his ability to make a decision in the second half really helped Tinora. He wasn't in that gray area. When he was caught in that gray area is when they got some of their penalties. He either threw the ball or he took off. And I personally think that his decision-making was tremendous in the second half. And then the kid's got an arm. Yeah. Kid's got a cannon for. I don't know if he plays baseball or not, but if I'm Tenora's baseball coach, I'm like, I got to get that kid, on my team. And he made some good, tight throws, accurate throws, and he was patient. And, Josh, he didn't hit his first look. Right. There was numerous times he checked it down. He went to his second and third, and maybe even his fourth option. And for a sophomore to do that, that's unheard of. Kudos to that young man.
We don't have an official stat line, but he's got 2 touchdown passes. And how about this? In his second start, no turnovers.
You can't ask for anything more. Yeah. As a head coach, you want him to come in and just manage the game. And for you to come out of a game like this with no turnovers for as many times as you threw the ball and the pressure in your face, I mean, Coach Becker and the coaching staff should be extremely happy with that young man. It's like, man, the future is bright.
Owen Farrell, our DCTV Sports Player of the Game. He'll get a DCTV Sports Player of the Game t-shirt courtesy of BSN Sports, the official apparel provider of DCTV Sports. Before we wrap this one up, we talked a little bit about some scores at halftime. Coach, some finals. Hicksville knocked off Antwerp 15-12, a close one there. Paulding 35-0 over Ayersville. Wayne Trace handling business against Edgerton 26-0. So now you're seeing some of the
starting to separate.
Separate a little bit here. But for these two teams, Tinora, they've got to, as much as you want to celebrate this, right? It's a big win over a rival. You get that play at the end. They're going to be home next Friday night against Antwerp. The Archers, again, maybe off of where they've been the last couple of seasons, but still playing some good football. You can't lose your focus coming off of this win here.
Coach Hall have them going.
And for Fairview, the loss here tonight, they go back home next Friday night. You talked about it. They'll entertain Paulding next Friday night. So, I mean, they got back-to-back tough ones, and Coach Rake's going to have to kind of get the guys riled back up, and they'll do that.
He will. He definitely will. And this game was huge for Tinora with being 1-3, and we talked about their non-league schedule, but this was a lot of computer points, for them with beating, Fairview. Fairview, if they don't win out, it's going to be really close. So in my opinion, even though it's week number 5, this was huge, for both teams, and Fairview by no means is out of it. They run the table and beat Paulding. They're going to be right there too.
I want to say a big thank you to Jake Essig and the entire staff here at Tinora. Hospitality was fantastic tonight. They kept us dry in the pregame even when it was a little rainy out there, if you will. So, Chris, appreciate you coming out.
Thanks, Josh.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. What a great night, and congratulations to your son Dawson. I know you were you're over in
overseas
over last week. Came up a little bit short, probably, but good season, good overall. But congratulations to you and your family, because that's a huge accomplishment for that young man. So
thank you.
So big thanks to all of our crew as well. These guys and gals out in some elements tonight to start the night off with, but I think it ended up pretty good. But we got a great crew doing some work for us here tonight. Final score, again on our Marco's Pizza scoreboard, Tinora comes back and knocks off Fairview 35-34. You've been watching a presentation of DCTV Sports. Have a great weekend, everybody.